All right.
Okay.
Hey, that's us.
I started
Yeah.
this up.
All right. Great D3. Tell us the. Oh no. Okay. Moral quandary.
What does your character smell like?
That's not a moral quandary.
It could be.
Would you
depending.
tell?
Could be
Will
for
you
some of
tell?
us.
Will you tell your friend that they smell bad?
Okay.
Nice.
All right. All right. Here's the moral quandary for this week. You ready for this? The 5 of you are visited by, I don't know, Sphinx, extra dimensional being of infinite power, etc., etc.
The Lotus Witch.
You have you have displeased this individual, and you have been selected amongst the 5 people there. That 2 people must switch bodies and live as that other person for the rest of their life. How would you divvy it up and why?
Esther and Julian. Boom.
I'm just not really in the party, but good answer, good answer. All right, so essentially, if you switch them, they would remember the life they were supposed to have, but know that they now had to live. This is Freaky Friday situation. It's an irreversible Freaky Friday situation. So
That's an interesting question. What the heck?
a Lotus Witch, she watched Freaky Friday. She wants one of you to Freaky Friday 2 people in the party.
Julian's kind of like Zac Efron, I guess.
The new one with like the weird bowl cut. Like, yeah.
The new
You guys,
one.
have you guys seen that?
Yeah, the new one from 2009.
Is that only for 2009?
I don't know. Is there a newer one?
Are you thinking about 17 again?
Oh,
No.
Yeah,
Oh,
No, there's a new
you
movie.
guys haven't seen this?
Yeah, he's playing a wrestler,
Oh shit!
he's playing a wrestler from like the '80s, and so he had to do the haircut and all that stuff from it. Yeah,
Oh yeah.
I remember
okay,
seeing
yeah, I
something
did see
about
this,
it,
yeah.
but
but he got jacked.
Yeah, he's.
Oh,
and
geez.
then
yeah, he
messed
did.
up his hair. Yeah.
Look at that.
Oh my god. I love looking at it.
Woo!
He's got a towel on. Everybody, calm down.
Woo!
Those are male nipples. They're fine on
Woo,
stream.
woo! What do the kids do nowadays? Arf, arf, woof, woof. Right, is that what they do? Like I don't know.
never.
You've never heard the kids do that?
No.
Meow.
And I interact with the kids every day at work.
Oh,
and
well.
no,
How old are the kids? Because I have to interact with high schoolers. Apparently they're barking,
middle
woofing,
school.
and meowing at each other now. That's that's the
Yep.
thing. It's back in style. You know,
Yep.
we got rid of it in the 20s, but now that it's the 20s again,
Yep.
we're back to making animal noises at each other.
But
I blame the furries. I mean,
but I'll tell you also, they just don't know how to whistle yet. They just because they can't read an analog clock.
because they
so
don't have
therefore
any
they can't
parents to
whistle.
teach them.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so they go back to that.
Oh, yeah, your weird New England shit hasn't made its way
Can you
over
guys hear
here
me?
yet.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Oh yeah,
Did you fall out of your chair when you saw Zac Efron's muscles? Is that what happened?
no.
Oh, okay.
But I was saying that the kids probably nowadays say sheesh.
Sheesh.
Yeah.
Oh, because
Yeah.
that's from the 20s.
Oh,
Yeah.
the
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Now we just got to bring back Prohibition. I mean, we pretty much got the 20s. So, they're real quiet. They're like, no, we
No.
need that.
Everybody
we
was
need
pouring a
that to
drink.
yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
let us our
All the
legal
kinks.
fixes, goddammit. Give us some more.
All right. So, while you guys ruminate on the Lotus Witch's Freaky Friday scenario, does anybody want to give us a recap on what happened last week? It was a joyous occasion.
it
Many
was.
people wept openly. My heart, it sung. It flew free of my clavicle, the favored body part of Matt Mercer, and it began to flutter about the room. You know it is, though. All I
It
can think,
was.
Marisha Ray must have the best looking clavicle on the planet. You know what I'm saying? Just, I don't know what
Nathan's over there,
clavicle
he's
is,
like,
but
wow, honeymoon takes a second to.
It's
to
like
this.
your collarbone. right?
he's into it. Okay, you ask him to name a body part, he'll say clavicle.
It is not like your collarbone. It is literally your collarbone.
Yeah, technical term for collarbone. Okay, so now I gotta look up what a collarbone is. Humans are so confusing. Let's see. All these parts.
It's
Yeah,
like your
I
upper,
can't wait for the singularity
it's
to
your
happen.
middle
Can't happen
frontal
soon
shoulder
enough.
bone.
Either of the pair of bones joining your breastbone. Oh, you pervert, Matthew. Oh my god. To the shoulder blades. Okay. So it's the tits of a skeleton.
It is, yeah.
Okay.
Basically, yeah.
All right.
I mean,
Yep.
higher
Mhm.
than that.
But before they get old and saggy, then they become the pelvis.
Wow. I'm learning so much. Okay, does anybody want to give us a recap on last week? Otherwise, I believe Sidon's willing to do it. He needs some inspiration. Lutheria's got too much. She's past
Sidon
she's-
can fuck right off with that shit.
Wow. Okay, so is that a Julian's volunteering for the recap?
Yeah, unless
Fantastic.
somebody else wants it.
You got it.
All I had to
Yeah,
do
no.
was offer it to your nemesis. Jeez.
Yeah.
Okay.
No one else wants it. You can have it.
Who would have
Well,
thought?
if you offered it to Lutheria, Lutheria could fuck off with that shit too.
She's got too much. She's already at 3. So
Oh god.
Dang it,
damn.
Orb. You gotta stop.
Yeah, fucking Orf.
I
Go
think in
find someone else to be your body. God damn.
I think in Prime she has like 7 because she's never even gotten a chance to use it. So
Dang.
yeah.
Spoilers, darling.
Sorry. All right. What do you got for me, Julian?
All right. So before I was unceremoniously knocked out and lost control to Esther. On top of that, our fight started back up last session, where I had offered myself to the Amazonians in effort to try and get Adronicos and Maya out of their predicament and not die. Adronicos eventually his luck turned, and I never did get a clear answer from the priestess, but we were able to change the momentum some. And then there was a lot of noise coming from deeper within the prison. Turns out that Bront, the Cyclops, he was able to get out of his imprisonment due to the priestess being distracted. Unfortunately, I did some things, and Esther came to the forefront, and he managed to write a check that my body had to cash, and the account was overdrawn. So I got knocked out for insulting Bront. As far as I know, I was a little sketchy on the details after being knocked out. We were able to salvage things, get who we needed to get out. A lot of conversations were had. I do remember coming to after we got back on board on the ship. And then we had Theros and Bront reunited, and things got very tense. Bront is very much in favor of all things Sidon. Well, Theros has been on the receiving end of those tender mercies and has a different point of view from dear old dad. And so things were very tense at the end. We thought things might come to blows again, but we managed to get who we needed out of the Fang, and we need to plan our next move.
All right, great job. Take your DM inspiration. Does anybody want to answer Le Faxpiration?
It's kind of a tough one.
I think I could do it.
Get a Freaky Friday.
Yeah, take it.
Okay.
I mean, this is your arc. I feel like you having it is not a bad thing.
Maya, it was a trick. It's not just a faxpiration. It's really happening. Hold on.
Uh,
Oh no.
Wait, what?
Oh
A low
no.
switch appears, and she says, "Maya, you fell for my trap card." And she hands you a card, and it's a picture of her, but she says, "Wait." Anyways, and she says, "All right, listen." Freaky
Julian tries to
Friday.
hand Maya an Uno reverse.
All right, you got 1, 2, 3. Where's the other one? Where's the soft one? Oh, there they are.
I'm thinking
Okay.
over here.
Get over here.
Julian is already here.
No,
All the
See,
Vaseline.
the best part about having this one around is that none of y'all look soft anymore.
Tim's gonna take that
No,
as a
I'm
compliment.
scared about my
It's
answer.
pretty hard in lots of places that count, so
If
fuck
we
off.
scale
the
it
mud bats.
from hardest to softest, we got hard, second hard, mid hard,
Yeah.
floppy, pudding.
Nim is the
Floppy?
man of our team.
You're a little floppy, yeah. All right, Maya, you
I have had
volunteered.
0 complaints.
Oh
If you
no.
want this power, you must answer. Also, you can't say no because you agreed now. Who gets swapped for this session?
So, what?
Oh yeah. Oh, it's really happening.
Oh no. So well, I thought about it, and I thought the person who probably have the best chance of understanding each other would probably be Nim and Julian.
I don't think you won't be involved in that situation.
But now that I know this is happening, I'm not sure.
Oh,
Now,
are
Maya.
are you using meta knowledge on my meta scenario, Maya? Hmm. I don't know how to feel. All right, well, get ready to swap bodies, you two, because according to Maya, you two are the most deserving of having to live a session in each other's shoes, sandals, whatever it is you guys are wearing.
Nim's got Air Julian's.
Do you guys consent to the swap? I mean, obviously, I won't force you to spend a night playing the wrong character, but
Now, Maya.
I mean, if we didn't have to worry about the Esther of it all, I think it'd be kind of funny for a session.
Just give me
I'm
like
genuinely concerned.
just give me a couple hours with him.
Oh God.
Alright, I'm fine either way.
Let the dice decide.
Oh
let the
jeez.
dice decide. Okay, so you both are neutral on it.
Yeah.
Here, we'll let politics decide.
Politics.
All right.
Yes.
I keep switching
sorry.
back to the chat screen. I keep just seeing Zach's just there, waiting in his towel.
Also, Crash, I've got a lot of character stat blocks just crowding the right hand side of my screen. Is there a way to move those or delete those?
Characters.
I've got 2 SIBOs and 2.
Oh,
Yeah.
at the bottom of the screen.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me start executing these people. Hold on.
And I don't have Callius on the bottom of my screen. I don't know why. I can still get into her character sheet and move her around and everything.
I've got Callius. I think
But-
somehow Callius and Cabus got swapped or something. I don't know.
All right. Well, I'll just leave
Callius
them all.
is gone.
All right. And all these cameramans. Sorry, when we are on the ship, we just pull out new versions of ourselves and never really bother to clean up our mess. All right. Is that better? Here, I'll kill this Sophia.
Coward, switch back.
All right. Oh
Thank you.
wow, it's an even. Oh no.
Ah!
Okay. All right. Fair enough. Okay.
I voted for both.
I was with you, Sibo.
The Lotus Witch is a lot of things, but she's not one that would turn her back on the people's democracy. Wait, what? What are you
Oh
doing?
my god, there's
My heart!
voter manipulation.
All right, this is 3, 2, 1. All right, you can keep your own bodies. Now, Maya, why would you have switched them?
Oh well, seeing how personality-wise and kind of they seem like they would get along very well in a more social environment. So I feel like if they were to switch, it wouldn't be that much of a trauma for them. Nim likes enjoys his finery, and so does Julian. They seem pretty well versed in society. So I think it probably would have worked out really well.
That is fascinating. All right. Well, I guess
If
I've done
Oren
enough
was still
damage
here, it probably would have been Andronicus and Oren. But,
Would anybody have noticed though?
Yeah, because Andronicus would have finally been in a fight.
Damn.
Jeez.
Wow. The Lotus Witch looks over at you, see what it says. You mean he'd start hitting things?
Yeah. Yeah, John.
Anyways, all right, Maya. I'm gonna head out before you remember that you can ask the same question of any 2 NPCs.
I look to the rest of the group and then look towards the Lotus Witch.
So how it would work is you can pick any NPC you've met previously in the campaign, and they can pick any 2 NPCs or PCs and force them to swap
Oh my goodness.
for the rest of their lives.
Sight on
Goodness.
the
What?
And she says, "Yeah, I'm sure nothing bad will happen with this, right?"
Oh no. Okay, question. Are you gonna? Is this gonna? Okay. Nessa.
and Kyra.
This is what you get for not
Nessa.
answering my Raid Shadow Legends friend invite.
Nessa. I picked Nessa.
Oh, you picked
Well,
Nessa? Okay.
Yeah. Who would she pick?
Aww.
That's cute. All right.
Okay. You hear a poof, and then Nessa appears. Okay. Nessa looks like she's thinking real hard about it. And then she says, I guess I would swap, oh, I know. I would just swap, I would swap you, the Lotus Switch, with Sidon. Then Sidon would be a prisoner in your tower, and then we wouldn't have to fight him, and he wouldn't be able to do any bad stuff anymore. And then you would just be our friend and hang out with us.
Yeah, I mean, checks out.
Interesting thought.
Do we get to vote on that one?
The Lotus Switch scowls because she cannot take you up on such a fine offer. That's all right. She slowly backs away. It disappears. All right, Maya, here's your faxpiration.
Wiping her brow.
Oh, we just got a inspiration coming from
Yeah.
Scottrick from Red's channel.
And
Oh, snap.
Scottrick is fueling our fanspiration addiction.
I need. I looked and I need 4 more followers, and then I can unlock channel points.
Oh man! All right, I just gotta make 4 more accounts. Sweet.
I gotta make sure I'm following.
He's just joking about the extra accounts.
Yeah, absolutely. And I am the only one that uses my Netflix account.
Yep.
He's
Same.
being completely serious about that, unironically. Thank you.
So I think we should take another
Follow you
swing
already.
at the swapping NPCs thing, because I think Bront and Edicus would be great to switch places.
Oh god. I don't know if the boat would survive that.
Yeah.
All right, I will take you back to your boat. Oh, you're already here, and you guys can play some Mythic Odysseys.
Edicus in Bront's body. Oh my goodness.
He's got a gun, man.
He can't use it because he's part of familiar union.
Mm.
And then now Edicus's body.
All the fury of a Jan can concealed within a small hyena.
Mhm.
All right. I guess are we sailing en route back to the rebel camp, or what's the?
So yeah, we did get on. We got on the smaller boats back to the big boat, took a rest, and then I guess is the goal to take all the prisoners back to the rebel camp.
I guess so. I mean, Gross and Shaw is probably along for the ride, and I don't know what Bront wants.
I mean, we rescued Arethusa. I mean, that was why we went there. So,
Mm-hmm.
Can we
I
leave
guess-
on like a cliffhanger or something where Bront was like,
well, Bront and Theros were squaring off in terms of
Yeah,
their
and we
beliefs.
kind of had him say. I think what I said was that he can come along with us and learn for himself, and then at the end of the day, he can always make as a man of science, he can figure out look at the facts and figure out and make his own decision at the time where he feels like it.
all right, sounds good to me.
Oh, and also from the recap, we found my dad.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Wow. What? Wow.
I wasn't awake for that part.
He's just looking over at Julian, disappointed. But you can't tell.
Are you holding a thought?
No, he's just thinking.
That is his one expression.
As he approaches you, Maya, I guess you guys are still talking. He says, "Well, are you gonna show me around your workplace?"
Sure.
A tour.
This is just the Stormbreaker.
The Stormbreaker.
Mhm.
Iron Bront.
How does it break storms?
Well, it survives them.
Okay. He nods approvingly. All right. That's a good name. There's no question about what this vessel is used for.
Hmm.
A lot of times people give strange names to their ships. Don't make any sense. This was good. But you could have named it Beatrix. Sometimes people name their ships after women.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind. I'm not very familiar with ships and seafaring. That would be Andronikos. He's the captain.
I imagine you would not be, having been raised in the Heartwood by the Druids.
Mhm.
Moxena has been filling me in on the details.
Yeah, I
And he mutters under his breath, that conniving snake.
well, if it wasn't for her, I would be dead.
I understand. I understand.
Well, there's downstairs is the and then she's like trying to think of names of ship parts. There our rooms are further down, and then there's the area where
So you start to give your dad a tour. What are the top 3 things or people that Maya feels would be the most important to introduce her father to?
Probably she would probably definitely introduce her father to Corinna,
Okay,
the budding Amazon.
sure.
And then probably the gods that are on here, so Pythor and Kyra and Narcissus. And then
After meeting Narcissus, Androcles leans in and says, "What exactly does that one do?"
I'm not sure.
It just seems like he's on drugs and he wanders around.
And, I mean, it is what he's doing right now, but he's a member of the family. I assume he has some godly power that might be helpful when the time comes. He wants to do better than what he did last time.
What did he do last time?
Nothing.
Well, that's not going to be too hard then.
Mm-hmm.
Any number is larger than 0, unless it's a
Mhm.
negative number. You don't think he's going to do a negative number job, do you?
I hope not. He seems like he wants to help. I'm not sure how well he is going to be at that, but
How has he helped you so far?
he has a. As like she starts to think. He helped us gain a great deal of money to help fund our Odyssey. He was.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. The one that follows him, Echo. Echo was her name, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Was the one who we had to. She wanted him return. They're her lovers, so and getting him to return was part of the deal of her sponsoring us.
So he didn't pay you. She did?
Mm-hmm. He was the reason. He was the reason for her to pay us.
Mm-hmm. So he hasn't actually done anything at all, except exist.
For now.
For now. Mm-hmm.
I'll probably introduce him to. I guess I'll introduce him to the Oracle, Versi, as well as the person who kind of set us on this journey.
Okay. Yeah, so he is extremely polite to Versi, and Versi is extremely polite to him. And then she says, your daughter is destined for greatness. They call themselves the heroes of prophecy, for I have seen a vision wherein they saved the world itself. from reigning darkness. And he nods sagely, and he says, I would expect nothing less.
Then I guess I'll probably introduce him to my, like, take him to show off my room.
Okay. All right. So while Maya's doing that, what are you guys getting up to? Pythor approaches you guys, says, "Hey, now that Maya's not here, what do you say we just get the hell out of here? We've been in Themis a long time. It's pretty boring on the boats. We could head over to Praxis. Whoa! I'm moving too fast. We gotta fix the Etiquetheron. We get over yonder, smash some skulls.
It'll be a lot easier once we have the Amazonians on our side, don't you think?
I don't think
Yeah.
so. No, I don't know how that's gonna help us. What do you think they're gonna do?
There was
I
like
think we
3
should-
in that prison, and you saw how long it took us to get in there? Like, solid 3 minutes.
And I think we should.
I
take
didn't
our
see. I
time.
didn't get to go. You keep leaving me on the boat.
Oh, well, I mean...
You think I just use my god powers to spy on people? That's creepy. That's what Valis does.
I think we should
Hey.
take our time here on Themis. Honestly, we don't need to head over to yonder too quickly.
Are you sure? Didn't we hear a rumor that your father was on yonder?
Oh, your
I'm
father
sure.
was
that-
on
I'm
yonder,
just-
see.
I'm sure that there was a. Yeah, but I feel like we need to make sure we take our time with Themis and do this right. Is all.
But your father could be in danger. Isn't he like a prisoner?
I mean,
Hold
if he's
on,
in danger today, he'll be in danger by the time we get there. So there's not really.
I mean, there's
Well,
been
I
a
mean,
lot of fathers on this island.
If
I mean,
we
are we sure
leave
he's
right
not here?
now, yeah. I mean, we saved Maya's dad. I mean, that seems more important than the whole nation. This is like a halvesies, Like, we did half of Themis. We'll go do something else, and then we can come back.
We haven't even
I
seen
thought,
all
is
of
there
the
a
island
point
yet.
to this, or just curious?
That's what?
Is there a point to this? What? Why?
Oh, I mean, there's no point. I'm just.
You're just bored?
Dianthus says he's just bored. I'm having a great time. It's been many days without storms,
I'll tell you what,
sea
Pythor, I'll look up
monsters.
your ability on the B team sheet. We'll think about bringing you along next time.
Oh, you gotta
Yeah.
upgrade him to B+.
I just
status.
feel like they're. And he pulls out a piece of rolled parchment and he unfurls it. He puts his readers on and he says, "I feel like there's some sexual discrimination happening here. I'm not being invited on the Themis mission because of my reputation and gender."
I mean, and all you can do is once per long rest reduce damage from one source by half. I mean, that's
Don't
great.
bring his
Very-
contract terms into this.
I try not to do too much for you. Jeez.
Maybe
I
we
mean,
can,
your sister gives us
I died on an
Inspiration.
island for you.
8 times. 8 times.
I fought 300 Chimera for you.
maybe we can
You
check
did
in
that
with
because
Isaac,
you
please.
wanted to do that.
It doesn't matter. That part doesn't matter. I'm saying I'm more than what's on this piece of paper.
That's true, but you
You
wouldn't
and me
technically
both,
be able to
Pythor.
do that if you were slotted.
Is this because I'm not handsome enough? Is that it? You think
Pythor.
I'm still
Pythor.
looking too soft? Is that it?
Pythor, look at yourself, man. You are beautiful.
No. I'm spending the rest of the arc getting as handsome as possible. I'm gonna get back in shape. I'm gonna show you.
Well, if you're gonna like swim and pull the boat behind you or something, don't go too fast. Don't go too far.
Maybe we could just talk to
I
Isaac
watched
again.
this show when I was in Hawaii, right? It was called The World's Strongest Men. They pulled these giant, I'm not sure, metal tubes. They just pulled them on wheels. It looked like they would have been enormously heavy.
I see how it is.
No, I was saying that I think you could do that.
He starts to walk away. Nothing's changed.
Why didn't you just tell him about the potions that can, change it
Because
up
we
a little
don't have any more. We're all out.
Isn't that guy Bicycles? I assumed he was making more.
I guess we can go check up, see how many he's got done.
Then we'll shrug.
I guess let's go talk to Bicycles about some Polyjuice potions, or whatever they're called in this universe. They're called Polyjuice potions on my character sheet. You cannot
Polyjuice
fault me for not
elixir.
remembering what they are.
Polyjuice elixirs.
Oh, true. Dodged a bullet on that one. All right, let's go.
They are they are highly specialized alter self potions. Okay, so keep it in universe.
Mhm.
Though again, this campaign was only made available on Drive-Thru RPG, not DM's Guild, so I'm not even sure it was meant for Dungeons and Dragons. Honestly, it just kept saying it was for the 5th edition. So I don't know what that
Yeah,
means.
it's the world of
The
darkness.
the fifth age of magic. What are you talking about?
Yeah. So, all right. So what's the plan, guys? What are you gonna do? You go check on the potions. In the time that you've been gone, he has made 3 more.
Nice.
Okay, well,
Maya
Is
still
there-
has one.
We knew it took a while to make those things.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and also,
Yeah,
also Maya still
yeah.
has one, so that'll be 4 total.
Nice.
And we honestly just need them for those of us that are male presenting.
And honestly, I don't think we need them at all anymore, considering we're now rebels.
Yeah, we're cutting the.
Yeah, I mean,
the
we're fairly
cat's out
well
of the bag.
known, and our shifted forms have all been seen too.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, I guess we could just dump them all on Pythor if we want.
We're still gonna
Would
make
it would,
him
would
take
it would it work? Would it work on Pythor?
I have no idea. I know one way to find out though. We'd be down to 3, but
I mean, sure, why not?
I mean, not recommend. Just playing around with that.
Okay.
yeah, maybe throw it on
Julie
before we leave.
is pulling an Achilles right now, so he's not there to say don't do it.
I was thinking.
You were thinking?
No, I was saying Julian was thinking. Is that's pulling an Achilles?
Oh,
Well, he is sulking in his tent, basically. Like he got it. He got his ass handed to him majorly this mission, and so he's like mulling and drinking.
I guess one thing I guess I would need
Oh,
to do too is
like going to town on his cousin or something. But
I guess we should.
Yep.
So, okay. I guess the goal here is to take the Amazon Arethusa, right? What's her name?
Arethusa, yeah.
Yeah, and take her back to the rebel camp, and then from there try and figure out. Okay, now that we know my father is here, and I'm here, and we have I guess the question is, how do we use the information we have now to get Themis to not to there might be a way to make it so that the queen turns into her true form.
Would the Amazonians
public.
believe your father over the current queen? Nimble air quote.
No, I doubt it. But I look to him and see if he thinks so. But it's
Well, he says,
Yeah.
well, it's actually quite simple, and I had a plan already worked out.
Fantastic.
Oh
Yeah.
Go ahead and
We
throw it
simply
on.
wait until the queen and her priestess are in a crowded place with as many important witnesses as possible. And then I'll kill myself. And then that will break the spell that they have bound to me that keeps their disguise in place.
wait, what?
Yeah.
that's why they kept you around.
Right, yeah. My
Okay, it all
Yes,
makes sense now.
I'm
They need your hair for the polyjuice potion.
he holds his hand. He says,
Elixir.
he says, I've always bared the shame of this, but I'm a very openly emotional man. And a lot of people can just look at me and just just take me apart piece by piece. They just know exactly what I'm thinking. And I'll admit, I loved her. And I still love her. And I'll always love her. And I think that it's that eternal love, that sort of respect and caring and admiration, the broken, festering hole in my heart that was made the day she died. They use that as the focus point of the spell that conceals them from everyone. I'm just happy that I was able to meet you at last, Maya.
Maya, why not you could try and dispel the magic on the queen instead of
He just goes, ha! I am an arcanist, and I've already thought through the angles. I don't think that's going to work.
I've heard of Maya dispelling magic placed by Lutheria.
Truly.
I
I
recall
mean,
this-
once.
Hmm.
He raises his eyebrows.
But I don't know if it was just a simple spell she placed on.
Most likely worked by that priestess of Lutheria in her station, though. And if you've undone the Titaness's magic herself, what good does a priestess hope to manage?
I mean, I'm willing to try, but
Or we can work up a revivify and
I doubt Lutheria will listen. Will let that happen
well,
after everything?
Plan B then.
I'm willing to give the dispel a try.
It seems the plan's much the same then. We confront the queen in a crowded place with a number of her advisors around and attempt that.
Wait, does he
Thing
know
is,
who
though, if it
cast the
doesn't-
spell, or are we?
But if it doesn't work, then we're going to be in a very harsh, very dangerous predicament.
We'll have
Well,
to
what was the
use
question?
revivify.
What was the question, Steve-O?
Does he know who cast the spell? Like, we're assuming it was the priestess, but
I mean, cast the dispel magic, like mechanically cast the dispel magic on the queen.
yeah, that's what I was wondering.
Yeah. When you ask him, he says, oh, the enchantment was put in place by no less than Lutheria herself. But
Okay.
you have already pointed out that my girl, Maya, can counteract the magic of the goddess of death herself.
Would I know likely what
That's
spell?
good, Maya. I didn't actually want to die.
I don't want you to die either, especially since I just met you.
To be honest, I couldn't tell. It's like really hard to read.
But
You're too kind. You're too kind.
I'm worried that it may. I guess there might be I don't know if with your help, maybe Braunt's help, and Sibo, if we can work out a way that maybe we can have understanding of what this magic is like. So maybe it'll help with trying to dispel it.
Yeah, agreed.
I mean, I'll work with everyone. I don't have my spell book anymore, but I know a few things.
Okay. All right. So now, if we're in the war room about talking about this, I guess Maya would bring up one thing: is that if the plan came out that my father's death will unveil the queen's deception or disguise, I don't think I would want the other Amazons to know, at least just yet.
He says, "Don't worry. The only person I've told besides you is Moxena.
Hmm.
And you said she's trustworthy."
Mm-hmm.
As far as we know, yes.
allegedly, then the queen knows. The false queen knows as well.
Yeah, but she would not
Soon.
want.
They were part of the ritual that bound me to their enchantment.
But that could be a threat we use if we don't want to go down the. If it ends up being the only choice, maybe we threaten it and find a way to use a threat to cause her to reveal herself in some way. Would she not want her?
We could use him
Husband.
to bait her out.
Yeah. Would she not want him to die? Would that look badly on her to not want a male to die?
No, because she was the one that was instituting the kill him off at 18 rule.
That's my point. So him being there alone,
And him being old,
him being old is bad for
them
her.
not wanting him to die is going to be very much against the own thing that they
Keep
campaign
running.
for.
Yeah. So yeah.
We could further hurt their credibility because there's already a bunch of Amazons that don't like them because they built the palace and stuff. They thought they were being
Yeah,
soft.
but I don't think. Oh, we've got this one old dude who's going to be enough to tip the scales. I think we need a full-on reveal to really tip
I
the
think it's
scales.
just one additional thing we could pile on to it. It's not necessarily like the end-all be-all of it.
I like it though.
What can we find out about the magic?
So he's a skilled mage. He learns spells up to the 5th circle of magic.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm. You know, the limits of human potential, and he basically kind of walks you through it. That they tried a number of ways to. There were a number of ways they could have done it, and he kind of walks you through like the potions that you guys are using, but that's too much to keep track of. And then illusion spells. What if they meet with foreign dignitaries, like Queen Valis, and she just sees through it with her godlike vision? They needed something that could fool even the gods themselves.
Practical.
And that's when they turn to Lutheria, prayed. She had already apparently guided them through the. She had planted the seeds of rebellion in their hearts, so it wasn't too much of a stretch for her to help see it through. And he looks very quiet as he kind of stares off at the waves. Maya, you see that his heart is breaking. Everyone else, you think that maybe he's a little peckish, like he could use a sandwich or something.
I put my hand on his shoulder. I do. I mean, the idea is pretty sound in terms of using that as kind of a bait, but I'm also not keen on putting father in the crosshairs of this too as well.
It doesn't really have to be your father. We've got Julian.
Maybe apologies, Elixir.
We need her father though, not her mother.
No, I'm saying he could look like him.
I think these potions are special. Aren't these potions very specialized?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they have to be made specifically to a certain person. That's why. That's why they have the
misunderstood. I
long
got you.
duration, and they don't require concentration, and all the other good stuff.
That's my bad. Okay, I forgot about that.
So mechanically that we could have Julian magic himself into Androcles. And that way Androcles could stay on the boat and not be in danger.
I mean, that's an idea.
Yeah.
Okay. So, now the question of where do we do the staging?
Kalendos. I don't know, actually. It's gonna be rough. I don't know. Just went out of one frying pan and we're queuing up another.
Mm. This time we don't have a sand hydra to eat the
Next
black
morning.
armored one.
Yeah.
Yeah, the next born.
Yeah, we hope. Maybe they bring it over.
Jeez.
Have to fight it in the pit.
No, not even the Amazonians would think to use such a weapon of war, I don't think.
Okay.
Wait. The Michael Bay Transformer Amazons? You don't think that they would think to do that? Okay.
Jeez. You know, Corinna's got
Who
this
have robot bird jetpacks? They would definitely not think to do that.
Yeah, definitely Corinna's got this one. Let's see here.
Hmm.
Maybe we should go and get Julian. He's usually got pretty good plans, but he's been sulking for a couple hours now.
Mm-hmm. That's fair.
Yeah, where is
Now that
Where
he's
is
deep
he?
into his cups, I'm sure the creative ideas are just ready to flow.
Then they're talking to himself like Golem.
No.
It's not it.
Oh, I'll go ahead and try and find Julian.
Okay.
Where do you look
Maya.
first?
Maya, as you were getting ready to head downstairs to find him, I don't know. It's such a pain to get around this map, but you bump into a very large woman, kind of passing you in the hallway. And they say, "Excuse me, Maya."
That's Pythora.
That's good. Yeah.
Wait a second.
And done. There we go.
Pythor?
Oh no! I'm a mighty Amazon who has swam up to this island, up to your boat from the island, seeking aid to overthrow the evil queen.
Okay.
Who do I talk to about enlisting?
What are your BT?
Well,
I can yell really loud and throw boulders, and they bounce off of many different things and people.
well, it might be I mean, we definitely could use the help. But I mean, if you're already, okay. And then
Your dad looks at them and says, "Don't I know you?"
Yeah, this is a, and I'm my looks at Pythor and looks at her dad and says, Pythor, yeah.
I think it's just Pythora, not Pythora.
Named after
Okay.
the god, are you? That's a rough lot for an Amazon named after a male god. You must have had to overcome a lot of discrimination growing up. And Pythor says, "Mm-hmm." That. Yep.
Excuse me, 1 second, Dad.
Mhm.
I'll come up to Pythor. Says, we kind of already gave our hand away, so you don't necessarily have to turn to a woman to come along with us if you
Are
wanted
you
to.
serious?
Yeah,
Oh man.
but I mean,
Well, I'm stuck like this for the next week.
A
well,
week.
wait, week?
Extra dose. You just drank all of them.
Why
Well-
a week?
Well, I went down. I asked that nerd like how to make the potion. I just ate all the ingredients. Just shook my belly up and mixed them up inside me. God
Oh.
stuff, you know.
Uh-huh. Okay, well, has Kyra seen this yet? I'm pretty sure she'll get a laugh.
Actually, she didn't recognize me.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. It's a pretty good disguise.
Yeah, okay. Well, I mean, if you want to come with us,
Look at these things. Huh? And they start shaking their tatas at you. Here,
Yeah, they're
just,
there.
just grab it. Just grab one. Just grab one. Come on.
Okay,
Your dad is just staring at both of you.
Okay. Anyways, I'm looking. Have you seen Julian?
I heard some crying, and then it kind of sounded like he was talking to himself.
Right.
Seemed rude to intrude. I think he's dealing with a lot of stuff with the E word.
Oh, okay.
Like
I'll
I'm dealing with a lot of stuff involving the E word. Estrogen.
Okay. Well, you head up. I guess if you want to go ahead and talk to Andronikos, I guess.
It's a pleasure to meet you, handsome man. Wink. And they head over.
Estrogen.
Oh my god.
Hi. My name's Pythora. I'm an Amazon. I swam here from the mainland to talk to Maya. She said I'm on your B team. Deal with it.
Can we see your B team
Wow.
token, please?
Oh, you got. Listen, you modified your body like that, but you didn't just change your vocal cords like to go with it, or.
This is my vocal cords changed.
Oh.
This is what I sound like as a woman. Is that a problem?
No, it's just exactly the same.
Maybe I sound like a woman all the time.
All right then.
Or maybe you should abandon your patriarchal preconceptions about what people should and shouldn't sound like.
Sure thing, Pythor.
Men.
Well.
We need to see your B team token though before. Go ahead.
Yeah, I guess if she's coming along, who's gonna have to tell Pythor the bad news?
I know.
Why don't you go find him, Nim?
Also, I want to know if he
Alright.
updated his B team token to look like Pythora.
Then we'll go look for Pythor.
Okay. Yeah, here it is. They quickly flash you Pythor's B team
Yeah.
token, and then
Their thumbs
put it
over the Pythor.
Yeah.
It's over like the
Quickly-
end of the name, so it's just you see Pythor.
All right.
They quickly tuck it away. They quickly tuck it away.
Checks out. All right. Deal. All right.
Oh, great. All right.
Gas station attendant couldn't have done it better, Sibo. Good job.
They go to talk to the captain. Within about 3 minutes, you hear a resounding slap. Pythora returns to you guys with several snake bites. Part of her
already
face,
talking to me. I don't know what you're saying.
part of her face is swollen up from venom. Says, I met the captain. It's a real firecracker.
Co-captain.
You're not wrong.
Okay. They just seem happy to be there.
Alright. Does Maya find Julian?
Yeah, sure. I'll teleport you guys down to Julian's room. Did Julian find his way to Julian's room? Let's see. It's been a while. It's been a while since I've seen this boat. Oh, okay. Did you ask? You probably wanted privacy, right? So Lorius is out and about.
Yeah.
Okay, fair. Right. Maya, did you want privacy, or you just bring your dad with you everywhere?
I would have went by myself.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Then he will also just awkwardly hang out with your friends.
Did you just drop him off at a bench to row, or what'd you do with him?
I mean, once I ran into Pythor, I probably would have said I'll be back and had him go ahead with Pythor, I guess.
Okay. Julian, there is a knocking at your door.
Yes?
Hey, Julian, it's Maya.
What do you want?
We're
I'm
trying to.
busy.
Okay. We're trying to think about what we're going to be doing next, and we wanted you to be a part of it. So, you okay?
I'm fine. You can come if you like.
Okay.
Totally fine. Tell you. Oh, hello, Maya.
Hey, see, so, yeah, we're thinking about what we're going to be doing next, and part of that has to do with figuring out the spell that's concealing the queen, and as well as possibly doing like a bait and switch type of. Anyways, do you want to come up to the war room where we're talking about this?
No, I mean, I feel like it could be rather rotten company at the moment. I kind of feel like I let everybody down.
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, I've got this Esther monkey on my back and can't convince anybody that, I'm worth a damn. I tried to get a priestess to sell myself to Sidon. She was like, no, not buying what you're selling. And I don't know, it just seems a little... I feel like I've made too many mistakes. And Andronicus, he's always useful, he's strong, he hits things, and Sibo, he's crafty and he researches things and shoots things. And Nim, I haven't nailed down Nim yet, but I think that's Nim's deal, is that they can't be nailed down. They're just sort of all over the place. And then there's Maya, wonderful Maya, who's really the heart and soul of this group. And then there's me, the degenerate gambler. And I don't know, I don't feel like I fit in.
Julian, what do you mean? You've been here since the beginning. There's so many things we wouldn't have been able to do without you. We wouldn't have been able to do anything on Arisia without you. You're very crafty, and that's something that all of us lack. So
yes, but bullshit only gets you so far, doesn't it? And I'm beginning to wonder if I'm not more of a liability, having been a prick to Sidon. I mean, he royally deserves it, but I don't know. I'm wondering if I've caused more problems than solved as we've gone along.
Well, I mean, if you weren't, we probably wouldn't have survived the other day. The reason why Bront came out is because Sidon, you're such a prize for Sidon. And if you didn't say that, I don't think we would have made it.
I don't think they brought him out. He said himself that the wards didn't get put in place because we were causing problems.
Yeah, they weren't there for a while, and then once he heard you say what you said, then that caused him to come out.
Right. That's not what I remember. But then again, I've had one too many blows to the head in the past 24 hours, so I'm not entirely sure about some things. But, I don't know, Maya. I just don't know.
Well, I mean, the only way you're gonna know is if you find out, and if you keep going. And I don't think you're the. We all need you, especially for this.
Pull the other one. Well, that was an amusing laugh. You know what? Let's go see Andronicus. He's always good for a laugh.
All right.
Uptight, stick up his ass, son of a... No.
All right.
Andronicus! I'm coming for you, darling!
As Julian steps next to me, I'm gonna put a hand on her shoulder and cast a last restoration to try and get rid of the.
Oh, fair. Okay.
On the top deck, a chill goes down Andronicus' spine.
Why did you do that? I had a wonderful drunk on. I worked very hard on establishing that.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, if you guys seen Pythor, it's real shame
And also,
this new person.
there's something you got to see.
What?
Pythor drank a lot of the polycule
No,
juice.
Pythor's what I'm looking for. We got a new recruit, name of Pythora, real strong looking lass. But we need to
Oh, no,
tell
no,
Python
no,
My
Nim,
that-
uncle has become my auntie, is what you're saying?
You have to see that.
Oh,
I do.
I think I'm picking up what you're putting down here. Pythor hired Pythora.
No. Remember the drinks, the potions that we had, Nim, that changed Julian and Andronikos into women?
Yes.
Pi-
I remember
Pythor-
hearing about
Pi-
those.
Pythor had
In the
drink.
brief.
Pythor made up. Had Bicycles make, I guess, take all the ingredients, and he ate them, and for some reason that affected him differently, and so now he's stuck as a wound for a week.
You see realization dawn across Nim's face, and then they just look at you poker face and say, "Oh, I knew that."
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure he's going to be just as, let's say, charming a woman as he is a man. Oh boy.
He didn't change his voice.
Oh boy. He's going to get himself in a lot of trouble. I'm almost tempted to say he should come along with us to the mainland just to see what kind of nonsense he gets into.
Well, I think he definitely he wants to come along. He said, from what I heard from Andronikos and Nim and everybody, that apparently he was bored.
I think he's getting a little stir crazy on the ship.
Well, I don't know what to tell you, but let's
Spend this.
that let's go discuss our options, shall we?
Should ask get spent.
So are you guys going above deck, or are you going to your meeting room?
The meeting room.
Oh, the meeting room is super official. Okay.
Yep.
Who do you want besides yourselves in the meeting room? Haven't done this in a while.
Oh,
Probably gods, Captain.
yeah. Well,
Oh, you want Chandras in there? Okay.
yeah, Chandras.
You want Moxena in there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Acting
Okay.
captain.
All right. You want Androcles?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Bron's gonna fit, but he's.
You can look in the window.
I don't know if Bront needs to come in, but
You want Kyra there?
yeah.
Yeah.
All the gods probably except Narcissus, maybe.
Wow.
I mean, Narcissus can come if he wants.
Yeah, if he wants, he can come. I'm not.
We will let him know that there is a meeting happening.
Yeah. If he wants to come, he can. What'd you call it? Yeah, Moxena. Chandras.
Okay. All right. What about the Amazon that you saved? Do you want either of them there?
If we're talking, I don't.
The one that's already part of the rebels, probably.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
I think
if we-
Arathus is going to be able to give us the most up-to-date information.
What about
I'm-
Gold and Chaz?
But the only thing I'm worried about is
They
them
won't-
finding out
They won't
Well,
lie to you. Any questions?
before
that's true.
we
Yeah.
let them in. I would let everybody know about my concern about if we let them know that revealing the queen will cause, that the death of my father would reveal the queen. I don't want the other ones to want them to know that yet.
Well, we can have Arathus to give us a report, and then we can discuss it afterwards.
Mhm.
We don't necessarily have to share that with her. Because Julie doesn't know this either.
Yeah, because if you share with Arathus, it's 100%.
I would-
back to lie. Starts with K.
Yeah.
Clamini.
Yeah, Clemeni. Yeah, 100% getting back.
So I would have informed if we got here and we were here before the rest of the group got here. I would have told Julian about the magic thing and kind of what Sibo and Maya's father were discussing about trying to figure out this magic.
Maybe if we.
Oh, you know who might help us? I'm forgetting her name. The elf from the Elf Island.
Lyran Cole.
Lyran. Yeah, Lyran.
Okay.
She might be able to help us with understanding magic.
Yeah, and they helped clear up some of what had happened at Themis too, I believe. So yeah, having her here is not a bad plan.
Okay. All right, so everybody's assembling in the room. It looks more crowded on a D&D map than it is in real life. If you've ever been to a meeting, you know, they get a lot of people to fit in like a 30-foot by 30-foot room. So people are like sitting everywhere, backs to the wall.
We're all squeezing though.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, if
Definitely
combat
crowded.
breaks out, it's going to be rough. It's going to be rough. All right. Gotta avoid
This is
those
word C I would like
cramped
to insult
places.
side on. No, I
Oh,
don't want to insult
jeez.
side on.
All right.
No.
So these lizard folk say,
Yes.
We heard there was a meeting. Is this the... Are we in the right place?
I think I invited everyone you said to. These guys were on the list, right?
they immediately eat all of the snacks.
All of the grapes? No.
These are delicious. Who were they?
Nope. They were there. They were the animals in the supply food pen.
Ah, there are animals in your supply pen.
On the bottom deck.
They begin
Stairs
to
on the
slowly
left.
leave.
We've got someone in charge of keeping that secure, right?
Oh, I think we've got 2 volunteers right there.
Yorgos, when he's not rowing, likes to go hang out with the animals.
He's the groundskeeper then.
Oh no, they might eat Gorgos.
He's definitely the Hagrid of your ship, for sure.
When you mention that, Nim's gonna go down there and lock the door behind him when they go in.
Okay. All right, and you wanted Liren to attend this meeting as well?
Yeah.
Okay. Liren Coldflame, the least Greek name for any character in this campaign, because they turned their backs on Greek culture. They were like, "This is weird." All right.
Make it fantasy.
We're from Worlds of Warcraft. Fuck this shit. YOLO. Okay. So you guys close the door. All right. Okay.
Everybody turns and looks at Maya.
Josh. Everybody looks at Maya. The entire room.
Okay.
Turns and looks at you, Maya.
Okay, so the goal here is to try and figure out what we're going to be doing about revealing the queen's true nature, exposing her to the rest of Themis, and using that as a way to, I guess, instill myself as. And like as she's saying it, she's like not she's saying it.
Not instill yourself. Reclaim your seat.
Okay, reclaim my seat as Queen of Themis. There's a spell that is being used to mask the current queen, and we are trying to figure out. We asked here, Liren, Sivo, my father, Angicles, to kind of put you guys' heads together to help us try and figure out a way of dispelling this charm or whatever effect is on her.
Yes, perhaps we could. Oh, Nim will raise their hand.
Yes, Nim.
Perhaps we could make some scrolls that contain dispelling magic that everyone could have on their person, and we all make an attempt at it.
Mm. Maybe that's a possibility. I guess the question is just understanding the like, would it even be possible?
Chandras, do you know how to make scrolls? Because I sure don't.
You need scrolls written?
Maybe some dispel magic scrolls. I can cast them and sure.
The creation of such a scroll would take 3 to 7 days.
Ah, never mind then. Maybe we could steal some. Is there a library nearby?
No, I'm not sure.
Androcles says, well, there was a community library in Kalendos that I convinced the queen to start about 20 years ago. I don't know if it's still in service or not. Arethusa shakes her head and says, no. The queens sold off all of the books in the library. It was turned into a barracks so that Kalendos could strengthen its military forces. It is an important important to the queens that military might be more important and central to our culture than education.
Plus, it ensures that you have an unintelligent populace and they don't know what's really going on.
Or we could like just homeschool each other and just get just as good of an education.
Arethusa looks confused and says, "No, the queen just said that books were for nerds."
She's kind of got a point. I don't agree with everything she's got going.
I would like to point out that we have
The books
been
were also
most
worth
successful
a
when
lot
we
of
have had
drachmae.
a chance to plan.
They were sold to the Sidonites for a great deal of money.
It's honestly a win-win there. No more space and less,
Yes, now your enemies, the Sidonites, will be much weaker because they will waste all of the time they could have spent training their bodies, becoming nerds.
Nod sagely.
Yeah, she nods at you. She says, "This one understands."
Oh, okay. I guess one order of business is to try and see where can we bait the queen out. An area. People suggested Kalendos, but we would be in a very dangerous predicament when we show up. And hopefully she has to be there when it happens, unless we go straight to the palace.
Arethusa nods. We could rally as many people as possible and attack the palace. The palace would then need to be defended, so the queen would call upon all of her defenders to come, and there would be a great battle at the base of the mountain where the palace is. Then you could drag the queen out and hold her aloft in front of all of Themis. And as she's describing it, like, you kind of see above her head like a fucking like 1980s Conan movie is like kind of playing in her mind as she's picturing Maya, like just as beefy as 80s Arnold Schwarzenegger, just fucking holding the queen by like the throat. Yeah.
Take Pythora's body and just throw my head on it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And she's just like, she stops daydreaming and she says, "This is a good plan."
Yes, but I don't think that's Maya's style, and I think we need to play to our strengths here. And ultimately, I think before we make a plan, do we want to try this head-on approach that Arethusa was describing for us, or do we want to try doing something more subtle? Because how we move forward is going to play very differently with the public. Because if we are to defeat the queen, we have to think, how are we going to assume the reins? How is Maya going to assume the reins of control? This is no longer a hop thing. It'll be a Maya.
Moxena raises a snake and a hand.
Go ahead, Moxena.
Your Majesty, you are not well versed in the ways of Themis, but deception and subterfuge are looked down upon. These are the very weapons of our enemy.
I was as she says that, Maya was nods and says, I think when the with the way I've seen Themis and the people here, even if deception and subterfuge are probably not the things that are going to get them to on my side if when the time comes, but I guess cleverness in battle could, it's as well as strength. So I think maybe it's a way of combining those two things, doing the battle and getting the attention and the people and having them see stuff, but maybe having more nuance inside that during that move. The question is, what is? I don't know much about the palace. I don't know if Arethusa, if you've been to the palace and has been inside and seen anything there.
I am familiar with the palace layout. What would you like to know?
I guess where would the how is it defended?
They are free-roaming basilisks. There are Trihorn Behemoth cavalry. There are a number of large poisonous snakes. There are Nixgard warriors. There are the priestess, the queen, and their harem, as well as their serving staff, which are mostly goatlings. There are a few maenads as well.
Goatlings, oh my, oh. Okay. Maybe a way of giving ourselves a bit of an edge on that is can be a distraction. But in the guise of an assault on the palace. I don't know if it might make sense to with Julian, as you have mentioned, trying to be a little more subtle about this. Maybe let there be knowledge or something like that slips that there might be a rebel camp somewhere further on somewhere away from the palace. Maybe she'll send some people there and now make the palace a little less well defended. I'm pretty sure there'll still be something there, but at least we have the show of strength that might be needed.
So, are you not going to attack, or you are going to attack?
So, attack, but let them think that there is someone, that the attack is not coming at the palace, but at someplace else.
Lure away all the guards and then sneak in.
Well, not all the guards will be gone. We won't have to sneak in. We'll still assault, but at least we'll have some time before the rest of the guards come back.
You seek an easy way into the palace that will not be subjecting you to an endless rainstorm of arrows as you climb the mountain?
Well, that's if there is that too, that would be great.
Are we voting on that?
I didn't realize there would be an endless rainstorm.
No. I think we're just sort of workshopping ideas at the moment. I don't think there's no such thing as a bad idea. All ideas welcome. But I would like to point out, Maya, assuming we are victorious, you are going to be the queen of all these people. And even though you will have rousted a deceiver and a traitor, you were not necessarily of Themis in the same way. I think there might be some hesitancy, some questions. I feel a plan that involves less bloodshed.
We've already had
Is
one
best.
Amazon express to us that she doesn't like the idea of this hereditary monarchy. It could be that many others feel the same way.
And that
This
might
be
good
something we need
for
to plan for.
Exactly. A sea change would not necessarily be a bad thing. However, We don't know how things will shake out, and I think having a good standing amongst the people in the long term will certainly give us more allies and help. If there's a way that we can keep the combat small, if we could perhaps spread some rumors amongst the people, calling into question what the Queen has done. See how that sits, and then we make a play where you call her out. That might be more effective. Just thinking out loud here, I could be completely off base.
You mean a single
Perhaps
out
not
between...
single combat, but something that limits the scope. I don't think we necessarily need to throw armies at one another over this.
How's the legal system in Themis? Maybe you could challenge her to a
I think the Queen would wipe her ass if
trial.
legal precedent.
But what about
Moxena says the current ruler can always be challenged by someone who wishes to take her place, but whoever rules is well within their rights to choose a champion.
What if you do a less combat-oriented battle? Maybe a battle on the debate stage.
Well, I would say that you could challenge her to a game of 20 squares, but it is doubtful that she would go in for such a thing. It would be a pretty shameful way to defend the throne of Themis.
Mm-hmm.
Arethusa says, I do not mind spreading rumors as long as those rumors are true. If the people see how bad the Queen and her rule has become, they will be more likely to help push her out of power. And then the people can choose a new queen. And Moxena narrows her eyes at this woman and says, I have sacrificed too much to ensure that bloodline is restored. Themis has a queen, and she's right there. There will be no debate on that. And all of her snakes are like in attack pose. Arethusa says, then you must take it by force. Show them that this is who should be followed. Here, I have drawn up a rough sketch of what I remember of the palace. Please excuse the terrible rushed work. You'll have to. This is a little. You click there, and then you should be able to. And then.
I got it.
My lord, if this is rushed work, I'd like to see your slow and steady pace attempt. This is quite good.
She shrugs. If you would like, if it would be easier, I could take you over to like a table map where you could like draw on it or whatever. But it's up to you.
Mm-hmm. And this is sitting on top of a mountain.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
If you look at the top right, that is a sheer cliff, but it leads to this balcony by the slave quarters. There is also a cliff that leads to this overlook with these benches. Those would be two places that you could enter without having to climb the 500 steps that lead up the mountain that are heavily guarded.
That is a lot of steps.
If you are able to access the Fang, it should be no issue for you to make it up the back of the plateau. See this statue of Lutheria in the center courtyard? This is where the basilisks roam. Everything in the top right is dedicated to their slaves, the most handsome young men in all of Themis. The barracks is south of that,
And south of that is the kitchens and then the dining area. This is where they entertain guests and foreign dignitaries. The throne room is the center room along the northern part of the facility. It is my understanding that, as palaces go, this is quite small.
Mm.
And you guys think about the fact that like one garden in the Palace of Mitros is bigger than this entire palace.
And then the queen's quarters. They are located in this top left area, and then there is the priestess's quarters adjoining.
See. Okay. I'm thinking that if we need to do a show of force just to earn the respect of Themis, then I mean that's one way of going about it. I definitely would want
Kyrus
to earn
says,
their.
Kyrus says, you don't have to do that, Maya. Like, and Kyra kind of stares down Moxena and says, it's from what I'm understanding, if we go the routes of subterfuge and we put the power in the hands of the people, all you're doing is empowering the people. And that means that when it's all over, the people are going to feel that they should and can make a choice about their own futures. If you take a more direct route, then it sounds like you will be the next big thing, and you will call the shots.
It's ultimately your decision, Maya, but I was thinking something more along the lines of a hybrid of that. This is...
Yeah, that's what I was going to get
Discredit
at.
them first and then lead the revolt.
Exactly. And
Mhm.
perhaps not necessarily revolt. It could be a changing of the guard, if you will. Calling the queen out. And the queen could name a champion, as is her right. But if we lay out the truth for the people, how cowardly is the queen being if she nominates a champion to fight for her?
Mm-hmm.
If we go that route, though, it kind of acknowledges the queen as it puts them on equal footing, whereas they shouldn't be, because this false queen has no claim to the throne. So if we go that route, we could, of course, but it seems like it might be sending the wrong message to the rest of Themis. It wouldn't be a queen returning, it would just be somebody that they don't know showing up to usurp, unless you, I guess, reveal the nature of your coming afterwards.
Well, I think we'd have to disclose Maya's parentage as part of the information that was spreading amongst the people. Give them cause to question.
If we do go that
Give them
route,
cause to...
that
How-
right off the bat, we're going to be accusing that queen of lying. Then
How I guess famous is Androcles.
As
would-
far as Bales go, he was almost infamous on Themis. But they are left out of any of the recorded histories and not credited with any work. As messed up as this is, some of the best engineers, scientists, and innovators in the history of Themis were men, but their work was actually credited to their masters or their secret spouses, because they could never actually be acknowledged as achieving anything, because men were just supposed to be seen and not heard, only good for making babies and keeping the house.
Mm-hmm.
I know there's no other culture like that ever, but that's what's happening here in Themis.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. And I guess another question we need to find out is how is the queen treating us now? If we were to just show up in Kalendos, what would happen if we were to just walk in? Like if we, came in, parked our boat, and walked through the front gate, would they attack us on sight?
I think the order will be off with their heads.
Mm-hmm. Do they know that we were the ones that attacked the Fang? We made sure we tried to make sure that no news got out, but I'm not sure if we succeeded there.
The priestess, she sent out some magic communications. At least that's what Steros' dad told me.
Okay. Because I'm trying to think of a way we can discredit. I guess another thing we can do is, are there any other? I turn to Earthers. Are there any other Amazon tribes that are dissatisfied with the way the Queen has been running Themis so far?
Yeah, she gives you the same list that you've gotten before.
Mm-hmm.
That the Kraken tribe is displeased. The Hyena tribe, they're kind of like wild and crazy, kind of doing their own thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. The tribe of the Lioness were completely, booted, so they're not really gonna be much help.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's see.
The Rhino.
Yeah.
Eagle.
So currently, it's the remnants of the tribe of the Lioness. The tribe of the Kraken is definitely unhappy, and the tribe of the
Hyena, right? Or
well, yeah, the
Hyena
Hyena are just wild and kind of doing their own thing. They could be recruited.
Mm-hmm.
And then the tribe of the Griffin, a lot of their members are displeased.
Okay.
And the tribe of the Griffin actually has ties to the Druids of the Old Wood.
I have that in my notes here. The Griffin tribe. All right, and then Basilisk is now the Hydra.
Right.
And then
I wonder why they became the Hydra. Weird.
Makes sense now.
Yeah.
Okay.
no idea.
What?
Nim's got no idea.
And
then there's Rhino. I don't know if
remember, and they upgraded from rhinos to trihorn behemoths. Because they were like, why have one horn when you could have three? Yeah. And they they seem to be pretty loyal to the throne, the tribe of the Rhino.
Okay, so I think it might make sense to go.
Now, what's interesting, and you should have this in your notes, the leader of the tribe of the Eagles is...
I don't have that in my notes.
Hatria, who is upstairs right now on your boat.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's good news. That's all right.
Maybe invite her down here to this.
Yeah.
Then we'll go slip out and go get her.
Okay. Now, this is also the one that said Themis should be free to choose their own leader, etc., etc., etc.
Yeah. I gotta get her info, I guess.
I guess Maya will voice this out to everybody. Everybody? I don't know if she would say this while Moxana and the other Amazons are here. She'll probably say this. Okay, I'll wait.
Okay.
I'm gonna wait until I have a moment with just hop.
All right, so Nim, you go and retrieve Hatria. Okay. Hatria asks, what is the meaning of this when you go to escort them back downstairs?
We are having a meeting to figure out what we're going to do about False Queen. And we thought you should be a part of this.
She says it's simple. If she's a false queen, we kill her for deceiving us.
How do we make sure that everybody knows that she deceived us? And that's the point we're doing here. As if you did not know that she was the deceiver, and then someone showed up.
I don't know
Accusing.
much about magic, but I understand that when someone who is changed by magic dies, they turn back to normal. So just kill her in front of everyone. If you won't do it, I will. And then I will claim the throne for myself.
You won't let the people decide. You will claim it for yourself.
She kind of like scowls and says, I have had time to think about it. And if I am going to do the work, then I will declare myself queen. But if I am to help, then I feel that the people should choose.
Let's see.
Which roughly translates to, then I also have a chance to be the queen, because maybe the people would pick me. Yeah.
Mhm. Okay. Well. Okay. Let's see here. I think it might make sense for us to go to each of the tribes. Let them know what's going on about the queen, her deception. My goal, or our goal in this, and then see if we can use that as a way of getting the other ones that are loyal to her to question.
You think it might be a good idea to call a meeting for all the tribe members rather than visiting them individually, or?
Do you think is there ever a moment where all the tribes gather, including the queen, to make decisions about Themis?
When the queen summons them.
Mm-hmm. And
Maybe we could give the queen a reason to summon.
reason to
them.
summon, yeah.
Maybe make it look as if we're on our way to.
But even then, the tribe of the hyena will probably just ignore it. In the last 2 decades, they have given their minds to madness.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we don't want them to show up then.
Well, that might be an opportunity. Have all the leaders of the tribe show up, and then at that moment, that's when we reveal her deception.
Moxena says, alright, then you just need to come up with something so pressing, so important, and so unavoidable that the two of them are forced to have the queen call forth this meeting.
Maybe leak a rumor that Androcles is being brought to each one of them in turn.
And then I feel like as we travel the lands of Themis, we will be constantly pursued.
We don't let them. We leak that we're going to a different one of a different tribe.
Oh.
Get like 5 rumors going. And that way she doesn't know which one she's getting conflicting info. She wants to call and meet them all, maybe.
This is
Yes.
wisdom.
Yes.
All right. Then that is what we'll be doing for the next week, is spreading these rumors throughout Kalendos and the many tribes spread throughout Themis.
I'll spread so many rumors in the spas of Kalendos, you wouldn't even believe it.
Are you sure you'll be able to go there? Considering
Kyra says, and I'll be there using the help action.
I think I've got friends in Kalendos. They'll probably let me in.
Or I guess you can always make friends.
No, everybody
He
just
was
seems
very good
to.
at making friends.
Liren says, but the question here is, are you just spreading the rumors there? Or are you actually going to visit each of the tribes anyways? Because at that point, shouldn't you just try to convince the tribes anyways while you're there?
I think we should meet with the tribes.
Feels
let
like a
them know
lot
what
of
we're
traveling around to just do one thing.
I mean, it is a lot of traveling around, but I do believe it's worth it to meet each tribe.
Hmm? Arethusa says, "Well, you've already met the Kraken tribe. They have helped you rescue me.
Hmm. I have
And
met the
you
leader.
have already met who represents the tribe of the Lioness here on the island.
Now I've met the.
Yeah. You have met the matron of the Eagles. And you have met the leader of the Hydras, the queen herself. All that
Everyone
remains
left.
would be the tribe of the Griffin and the Rhino."
Hmm.
And then your dad says, "And the hyena, if you want to risk it."
Seeing how the like she's remembering all the effort it took just to clear out the Fang, going ahead and meeting a bunch of um, extremely feral hyena. She's wondering if it's possible, if it's worth it.
If you were to
I
rule
think
them, Maya, I would
think
like
so.
to point out that if you were to rule these people, if that is your intention, that would go a long way to show that you are truly a different sort of ruler if you were to meet with the hyena. I think that's a call only you can make, and we will support whatever decision you land on.
Maya thinks that we should meet them, but she's trying to think if it's worth it, based off of what we're doing, and what she's heard about them.
Maybe the
I
rumors
think-
are unfounded and they're just really unpleasant when you first meet them, but then they warm up.
I mean, yeah, we won't know unless we try. Okay, so the Griffin and the Rhino and the Hyena are the ones left. I think we should. I think it'd probably be easiest to start with the Griffin.
Alright. Do we know how to get to the Griffin? Arethusa or Hatcher
think-
does.
I think in order of operations, we should probably see if we can meet in secret, because right now the Queen doesn't know that we're still here operating. We know they know that we attacked the Fang, but they don't know where we would be going or anything like that. So maybe we should meet the tribes first, and then afterwards start spreading the rumors. If that makes sense.
Makes sense to me.
Give ourselves a head start, and
Mhm.
then get the queen to spin her wheels and chase her tail, and then we show up.
Hmm.
I'd give even more credence to the fact that we're meeting the other tribe members.
If we've already met them by the
Actually,
time by the time she hears about it, yes.
we meet the hyena, the lion, and the other one, and then spread rumors about the kraken and hippo and all that, you know.
Hippo. Oh.
Then glance around.
Hmm. Okay. Well, I think our first step is meeting the Griffin tribe. So, Hatria or Arethusa, do you happen to know where the Griffin tribe mainly travel?
Yes. The Griffin tribe, they are normally in the northwest of the island.
Okay.
All
All
right.
right.
We
Is
start-
that your
All right.
is your all?
Yep.
Sounds good.
I guess yeah, sounds good. First stop, northwest of the island. Try and get in contact with the Griffin tribe.
Meta, you said that you have contact, or you know of them having ties to the old wood. Do you have any contacts, maybe? Sound like a familiar to dredge up?
What do you mean? Like somebody from the old wood that I can call on?
Yeah, I don't know how detailed you had it. Like, if you know anybody in the tribe, or if you just know that they have ties to the old wood.
No, I don't. I wouldn't know. I just found that out from her from us doing research. So
Oh,
I would.
okay.
I'm not sure if I would have. I guess the question is, would there be somebody in the old wood where I grew up that was part of the Griffin tribe that maybe left?
I mean, you could say that as kind of like maybe the motivation for why you were interested in the Amazons. You know, growing up, unless you sort of
Well,
like,
the only-
but
so
if you didn't always have, yeah, if you didn't always have this, then maybe not. I don't know.
for Maya, she didn't think about the Amazons and all until she found out that her whole thing. So
Gotcha.
this is more of a thing for her. And now, I guess now that the meeting's done, she probably like have a sit down with the rest of Hop and kind of say that for her, she wants to earn the respect of the people of Themis, not so much because that as a way of kind of giving back to her mother. Her mother, like died, and then when she died, came back and saved her in some way. So whatever way we end this, Maya's main goal, it's not necessarily to become queen, but to just be more in tune with Themis. So that's why she keeps weighing like which options to do. Like she doesn't want to do deception because full on deception, because even though that might be the best way to do it, she doesn't think that that'll be the most Amazon way of doing something. That's kind of her.
Culturally minded.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna say that unless you say otherwise, you would not know anyone who left Themis to go back to the Old Wood. These are just people that left the Old Wood, came here, and then sort of kept some of those druidic traditions.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
So you would have a bit of a common ground.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. Which I had. I mean, part of me. See, I wish I had took more cuttings from Thylea. So then every single island we went on, I would have went and planted a tree.
Well, I mean, you could take some of the cuttings we currently have. I mean, we do have to go back, and hopefully, I can get that apple out of the treasury.
That's true.
Feed it to the ram.
I don't know. I feel like Maya would feel kind of weird going back to Thylea and asking for more cuttings. But maybe.
No, you just say, Mommy Thylea, I've been doing good. I've been spreading your cuttings and spreading the good word. Can I have some more, please?
Yeah, I guess so.
Just leave like an IOU or something.
I have to make sure we at least have 11 at all times, just in case, because we had 12 around. So I could probably plant one here.
Are these the same cuttings that you need to escape from the underworld?
Yes.
Ah.
I don't know why you need
Yeah,
those.
we currently have 12. Because I used one to plant on Fire Island.
Well, to fight the Titans, we don't need to go to the underworld, though.
We're gonna have to go there to save Orin.
I really should have read the fine print on that contract.
as well as Herok. I gave him an item too, so that I can find him when I get there.
How many of your friends are down there?
2,
3 maybe.
3, yeah, 3 maybe. Well, with the, I mean, considering our
disclosed
actually
on Exile Island, I'll have
actually a lot more of them actually, because we did lose a lot during the Kraken attack.
Nessa really ran me through the HR paperwork. I didn't read the fine print.
feel like Maya would have became friends with one of the rowers at some point.
Yeah, for sure.
At least one out of the 37.
Okay. All right. So I guess. Well, yeah. That's what Maya's goal here is to personal goal is to try and be as Amazon as possible to show respect to her mother. While also doing this, and then two, for her, she doesn't necessarily want to be queen, but if it was asked, if they wanted it, if it seemed like the right thing to do to honor her mother, she would.
So you're okay with the people of Themis deciding who will be queen?
Maya is, but if they end up deciding Maya, she'll take it.
Does Maya have plans to make that happen, or?
In terms of like trying to say something to make them think that she's the rightful queen.
Well, I'm just saying.
Other than letting them know that the queen was her mother, probably that, and then there is one thing that if she did become queen, she wants to make some changes, but.
Do you feel like there would be a political platform situation for that, or?
You might say if it comes to the point where, like, okay, so this is what she thinks, that if it came to the point where the people of Themis were going to choose the next queen, she would use that as a moment to just speak and say her piece. And then if they choose after that, that's what the people to choose. She wants to make sure that she's in good standings with the people of Themis once this is all over.
And Maya could leave Themis knowing that the people are still living with tremendous inequity, and that would be okay with her.
Depends on what happens after she says her piece.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Maya, if you leave here without being queen, are you just going to go somewhere else and become queen then?
No.
It's kind of your birthright. Be a queen. I think you've shown your qualifications time and time again. I think it'd be almost a mark against Themis if you didn't become their ruler.
Like I said, if my actions here make them believe that I should be the rightful queen, then I'll take it.
Liam's gonna lean in like, do you really trust the judgment of... some of the Amazonians are up to some iffy stuff, Do you really want to leave it up to their decision? It's your right. I don't think that what they want really should factor into it.
I don't know if that's the thing a proper ruler should think about. I feel like the people who live here, from what I've seen, the ruler's job is to serve their people.
And guide them to something better, right? Guide them towards their vision. Do you think
Do you
think you have a better perspective than the Amazonians ruling over the men?
I mean, I like I said, there is something I want to say when the time comes, and I'm hoping that it reaches them, and I'm hoping that the respect that I've garnered through this, going through this, is enough to sway. If it's not, even if I don't become queen, at least that seed will be planted, and hopefully it can grow into becoming a solid tree.
Is that what you tell the other half of the Amazonians? The ones that are more male-oriented? That you'll plant a seed and leave them?
In other news, I asked an AI robot to make Maya's dad. That's what it came up with.
Captain
really?
Hole.
Oh, no.
No.
Loading!
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Look at that reading, that inscrutable perception.
Up to you if you want me to switch it out or keep it.
I'll take that. I'll take that.
Okay,
That's
cool.
very in theme.
All right.
Let's get new Captain Holt memes to post. Here's him with cheddar.
This, I guess, is him after he gets some nice wizrobe, like Greek wizrobe clothes back on.
That's
There
after
we
you
go.
hand him back his staff.
Yeah.
Holt the White.
All right, there we go.
I guess to answer Nim's question, Maya definitely wants to see Themis change.
And I know one surefire way to make that change happen.
But Maya also doesn't want to be a dictator.
Nim shrugs. Doesn't matter what they call you as long as you lead them towards something better. That's what you're all doing here against the Titans, no? There's lots of people that are plenty happy living under Sidon and Lutheria.
I believe Sidon and Lutheria think what they're doing is better as well.
Yes, but there are plenty of people living under Sidon and Lutheria due to the Sidon and Lutheria's deception. They don't fully know what's going on.
Yes, and
We're
you
not
think
trying to upend things, we're trying to educate people.
the bottom line is you think your perception is better than theirs, and so you want to impart it onto them.
Yeah. But I can't make that decision for them. Because even if I did become queen and they didn't believe it, then someone else will try and take the throne from me again.
And then we beat them off with a stick. Beat them back. Phrase, sorry.
Nim, I'm beginning to worry a bit about you. Perhaps you don't fully comprehend what HOP is about. We're trying to give people choices. We're trying to bring about what is factual. The fact of the matter is that Maya, while she has a birthright claim, she is making her own decisions as far as what sort of leader she wants to be. And the fact of the matter is that Lutheria and Sidon, they're ruling through fear, deception, and they're not giving people choices. They're killing people. Well, we're trying to stop all that. Whether it's perceived as good or evil is irrelevant. We're trying to bring about, change, bring about facts. Maya's going to make the choices she's going to make. And I, for one, will support those choices.
And I will too, I'm just saying.
No, I appreciate the sentiment, Nim. It makes me think and figure out what I truly want and what I truly think is best. But again, for me, I want the people of Themis to choose better, not be forced into it. And I'm hoping that with my actions and hopefully the respect that I can gain from what we accomplish here will be enough to sway them. If it isn't, then I don't know. But right now, the goal here is to hopefully guide them into the right direction so that they can make the choice themselves.
And him nods thoughtfully.
On a side note, I will see if Maya does become queen. What happens? Does she stay here?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Well, we'll see how things shake out.
Yeah.
You got a pretty solid advisor here. They could send you sending messages once we get him his spell book.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that'll be messed up. Like, there's gonna be so much if Maya becomes queen and then leaves the guy, the man, her father,
maybe
older men in charge. Themis is gonna riot.
Yeah,
but
maybe.
I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, that'd definitely be
Too much change, too fast is how you get rebellion.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
honestly,
revolution.
this is
honestly, if Maya becomes queen, I don't know if Themis will stay Maya's if she leaves.
Yeah, so I'm thinking that we end up, if Maya becomes queen and she does end up staying, it'll be more of those things where she would want to make a kind of like a council that has the deciding vote afterwards be Maya. You know what I mean? Like I'm the tiebreaker.
For a council.
Yeah. If that happens. But we'll see. when we get there.
That's the
Oh,
trick.
no.
You just make your vote worth 5 to theirs.
Mhm.
uh,
This isn't some Fortune 500 company with diluted share voting. Come off it.
Yeah, this. Well, in Maya's Amazon, everyone wins, and Nim will flash a winning smile.
You
The
know, it has a
room-
lot of ideas.
Yeah, the war room is very tense. The war room is very tense. That's definitely the vibe. Is that it's very, very tense. All right. Let me know what you decide to do, and we will do it.
Go find the Griffin tribe.
Okay. Mm-hmm. All right. So you're gonna head to the Griffin tribe. Let's see. Mhm. Okay, so the boat will sail around the island, and then try to get you guys to the northwest part, and then you will kind of take that in, and you will kind of seek them out. Is that the goal?
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess first things first, really, would be to drop off to let the other rebels know that, you know, we succeeded, got the Fang. This is Arethusa. We rescued her. Here she is.
Okay.
This is what we know. Fill them in on what we're planning to do, and then go head to the Griffin tribe. 'Cause we
Okay.
didn't, you know, they would probably be still waiting for us to come back from the Fang.
They will be happy with the return of Arethusa, and they will ask what they can do to help. But ultimately, Clemene, I mean, upon hearing the plans that are put forward by Arethusa, she thinks that attacking the palace, like a big show of strength and display, would draw out all of the settlements and the tribes and kind of like force a huge confrontation. But if you, the rightful queen, think that the best route is to go and sort of kind of light these fires, as it were, to kind of draw them out, like poison from a wound, essentially, kind of force a confrontation.
I will
Then-
draw you, Saruman.
Yeah, exactly. So if you think that is the way to go, they will support it, and they ask what they can do to help.
Okay. I guess the main thing they can do is to prepare for the. I mean, they're also one of the. She's also one of the leaders of the tribe, so I guess prepare for the inevitable meeting.
Okay.
When was the actually? Just another question. When was the last time she had called a all leader meeting?
About 15 years ago. No, wait, let me check. Okay. So 15 years ago, she declared that they would be building the palace. And then 10 years ago, she declared that the nation's religion would be the worship of Lutheria, and that the worship of the 5 gods was forbidden.
So those are the two
Yeah.
times, the last couple times she did a.
Mhm.
Okay, all right, and those are all. I guess. Both of those times would have been times where what would have been very upsetting for the people of Themis, I assume. Because one, now we're making a palace, and that's against what we.
Well, they're very upset because normally you get called together like that to go to war. And both times it was like, you know, we're gonna do this very un-Amazonian thing.
We're
and
building a
then,
big house.
yeah, and then the second time was you're not allowed to worship anybody but the people we say you could worship.
Yeah, like those are
Because
meetings
there
that
were
definitely could've-
Amazons who did worship Kyra and Valis and Thylea and some of the lesser gods, and then even Yala, some of them worshipped her. So yeah.
Okay.
Like those meetings definitely could have been stim phase.
Oh damn.
Oh dang! All right. Okay. So yeah, I guess have them get prepared for the meeting. Would it make sense to have them? I said we wanted to wait to spread the rumors, but maybe let them know that just maybe it makes sense to spread rumors about a meeting that's going to happen.
Okay. When is
So
that
that-
meeting going to happen? Or the supposed to happen? The fake meeting?
Yeah, I guess the timing we would have to make sure we know the timing so that we can plan for it. So I guess it's difficult to do that.
Oh, I mean, it is and it's not. I mean, like.
Yeah, I'm trying to think
just-
of what
yeah.
how would we time that out?
The issue here is that other than Kalendos, they really don't have any permanent settlements.
Yeah. Maybe leaving the time vague is actually part of it. I don't know when the meeting's going to
tell
happen.
somebody like it's 5 days, 15 days, 30 days. Just that there is a meeting.
Well, a lot of times, because of the nature of things, they'll do it like on a celestial sort of night or occasion, or the first day of a new month, or the first night of a new moon. Something that everybody has a little bit of time to get there.
So say like
Yeah.
2 or 3 different meeting times, and then maybe the queen heads it off and sets a time, and then that gives you like okay, this is how long we have to contact these other 3 tribes.
Or I mean, I guess we could do that, and I guess what will be a good. So we have the queen, the one set. We seed it, and then the queen confirms it.
Yeah, maybe if she's trying to get ahead of it, she's like, nah, before they can meet, I'll meet.
Mm-hmm.
Do we want them to set a time though?
Yeah, that's the thing. I think it might be better for us to just do the meetings first, and then set a time to go.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
All right. So yeah, for them it's just prepare for the meeting, and that that meeting may result into a battle, but we do not know. So prepare for the worst.
Okay. All right. Then you will be attempting to track down and find the Amazons of the Griffin tribe.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Who are you bringing on your B team as you go to shore?
Pythora.
Pythora for sure.
Oh, really? Okay, that's cool.
I mean, they're gonna be like that for a week. They'd be really upset if they didn't get to go.
Mhm.
Especially if we get in a bunch of fighting, like.
And then I guess
So I'm looking, and I don't actually see Pythora on the B team document.
Pythora can throw a large rock, and it will bounce off of things.
Nice, like a pinball or what?
Like a Lucy Lawless chakram, but it's a boulder.
Yes. Okay. Amazing.
I could just imagine Pythor doing the Steve the Word Princess word cry.
would it make sense to bring Brianna, because we're about to talk to a bunch of leaders?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
You gotta bring Corinna, right?
Yeah, we got to bring Corinna.
Okay.
Okay. Who else did we bring last time? I think. What was it? Kyra and Nessa.
Yeah, Kyra and Nessa. And we have to bring Moxena too, because
Ooh, nice. Okay.
Okay.
but I think that's more than 5.
Yeah, we're at 4 right now, I think. So
I mean, we
Pythor,
can bring more than 5. Just we have
Moxena.
to decide who's in the B team.
Corinna, Brianna. Yeah, we've got one more to slot in.
Blacksmith.
Yes.
Okay.
Angry Graph.
All right, so we have Brianna, Corinna, Moxena, Pythora, and Nessa.
That could work, yeah.
Yeah.
We don't get random encounters.
Poor Claxmus. Okay.
Back onto the shelf.
All right.
I mean, we could also go bring Queef's thing just in case, we run into a Hydra.
You need him to blow up. Oh my god.
Mm. All right. Let's see. So, yeah, you guys get let off the boat on the shores, and with Nessa and your party, you are able to sort of explore without running into any random encounters. Okay.
It's good considering the only wildlife we've seen so far are hairless cats, hyenas, demon giraffes, and basilisks.
Yeah, that's true. Alright, let's see. Okay.
But there were raptors too.
Also, I need to go back to Kalindos and get Aspa.
She's just hanging out in the stables, right?
Hopefully she's just hanging out in the stables.
Shit,
Getting fed.
she's dino jerky by now.
Probably.
Damn.
Yeah, that's like one of the
You don't
sacred
know
beasts.
You don't know
I
that.
don't want that to be true, but that's
That's like a
very
sacred
much what I
beast.
feel.
I'm pretty sure they don't eat those ones, right?
Be mindful of Maya's feelings. Let's have a little reasonable hope here.
Alright, so are you bringing your dad on this expedition too, or?
I mean, I guess we should so that we can explain everything to them.
Well, also he's pretty important. So
Yeah.
Yeah, they
Like
would
he-
probably recognize it.
if he gets assassinated, that would be pretty bad.
That's true.
Oh yeah. I mean, it'd probably be safe for him to stay on the boat, but it's also important that he's here so that we can go through all this. I guess we'll bring him along. Yeah, we'll bring him along.
Hold on a second. Why would anyone try and assassinate him? I mean,
Well, sorry, not assassinate,
dying?
but kidnap him. Kidnap him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was about to say, it's like, wait, that's like.
Sorry. I mean, the only person that knows about the
Yeah.
thing is just
Well-
Moxena, and Moxena's with you, so they never arranged for him to be assassinated. That's crazy. Yeah.
We'll bring him along with us, and then
Okay.
if he gets killed because he's not on the B team, then it works into our plan. So
Mhm. Fair enough.
Boy.
Well, I mean, there are some legendary beasts on this island if you really wanted to up the ante. I mean,
You should
shit, there was one on the last island too.
maybe
You-
Sibo.
There is a legendary beast. We saw one in the Fang.
Oh god.
yeah, there's at least 2 legendary beasts on this island.
Sibo, maybe you could write down. You could have him write his name in your book, maybe, so that we could keep in touch with him if he gets kidnapped. On the off chance.
Yeah. Let me take a look at who I have in here now.
Well, how long have we been away from Mitros?
A couple. We were there pretty recently. We were there like right before Themis.
I'm wondering if any of the I think we had it written down here. Let me check in the notes for the calendar.
Oh yeah, when that stuff was gonna be done.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we literally have like a date. I think.
2 days. Yeah, in 2 days.
Okay.
Yeah, 2 days. The 24th. All right.
But yeah, I think we need some way to keep tabs on Androcles in case he's carted off or something.
Yeah. If we can get him written in Sibo's book, but Sibo, you only have 3 people written in there, right?
Yeah, I can only have 3. I think I have.
And
I
I think
have
you-
Vulcan and Valis. I think Julian's the 3rd.
Well, we'll take my name out for now.
Yeah, Julian's the 3rd. Yeah, we can do that. We can replace it when we need to. So if Androcles is up for it, I would.
So you're leaving him, but you're writing his name in the book, or you're bringing him with you?
Bringing.
Okay.
But we're writing his name in the book just in case anything happens.
Oh, all right. He marvels at your book, and he says, "Unlimited sending."
I write yes in the book to him.
Ah, remarkable. There used to be
a type of giant called an Etin. It was not native to the lands, and a few of them sort of washed up on the shores. They tried their best to make a run of it, but they were hunted down for being too violent and cruel. But their brains could be made into a communication item. I'd always wished I could have found such a thing for myself. This is remarkable. Did you make this yourself?
No, this is a part of my championhood with Versi.
He looks at you.
This would be the excellent time to ask if he wants to know more.
Yeah. Do you give him some brochures and talk him through it? Like,
Oh yeah. Gotta go
okay,
into
he's into it. He, believe it or not, you might find this hard to believe. He's very into powerful women.
I can't imagine.
Yeah. So, all right. Let me change out the music then.
I guess have him talk to Lyran and see if he can get another spell book.
Ooh, she does have a spare spell book that she could give him. Then he'd have spells. Is that, you guys want that? Nah, that'd be crazy.
Yeah, I think I would want it.
All right. Lyran is hesitant, but after some assurances from Chandris that he will immediately begin the task of helping her create a new backup spellbook. She hands over her spellbook to Androcles. He looks at it, and Maya, you can tell that he is disgusted by the sloppy penmanship, and but he makes a deception, as it were, and he says, "Well, this is very nice."
I think he's holding it apart.
Yeah, he is. This is very nice. Thank you. And Maya, you can't believe that your dad's able to keep it together like this, because he just looks like he's just gonna. He just wants to like just say something, but just hold it in. Everyone else, you got nothing. Yeah. All right. So let's see.
It's watch time, baby.
He's taking the book, just looking like this.
All right. So you guys arrive in the Northwest Savannah. If you haven't played Minecraft, a savanna is kind of like a grassland biome. There's like very few trees, and all those trees, they look a little weird, like called acacia trees. But they're good because they help you figure out where the water is, because it's kind of like a grass prairie and a desert kind of mushed together. That's kind of the savanna situation.
Mm-hmm.
I think they might exist in real life too, but that's what they're like in Minecraft, which I know more about apparently than the real world. So that's where I learned.
It's pretty directly.
Yeah. You got to be careful because sometimes there's holes that lead underground, and there's these things called creepers. They'll blow up. They'll blow up your house. Make you very sad. Unless your kid has turned on no destructive terrain. Anyways, back to the adventure. So as you're exploring, you see overhead what looks like a combination of bird and horse. It's got like the ass of a horse and the front end of a hawk or something, and then it's got like these big, huge wings. And riding on the back are Amazons, and they have feathered helmets, and they look super badass. And they have lances and bows, and they're flying around. They spot you guys. And you've only really been wandering the savannah for about 4 hours at this point. It's very hot. And they look like they're getting ready to kill you. But then Nessa, she just waves at them. And those of you who are into Nessa, it's a good gesture. It's a good gesture. Mm-hmm. And they stay their bows. And one of them calls down to you and says, "Who goes there in these lands? Freed men? Runaways? Do not worry. Throw down your weapons, and we will take you back to your mistresses. Those of you who have helped them escape will be brought to justice."
He's gonna lay down the weapons.
Oh, here, I'll take you guys over to the scene. There's a scene for this. Hold on.
Okay.
Bloop.
did we determine whether we're going in disguise or are we going as ourselves? Like, because
That's
there are
ourselves, I
men in
think.
the group.
I think we're just
Yeah.
dropping the disguises. Pythor drank all the
Yeah.
ingredients anyway.
Yeah.
All right, I don't want to exacerbate like the political situation.
Well, I
by,
mean,
having a
at this
penis.
point, if you build anything else on lies, like, then you're no better than your enemies.
Well, no, that's the thing. Is like presenting as a woman, but explaining the situation, saying, "I didn't want to offend you with,
With
my
your
maleness."
Ah. Instead, you offend them with deception.
How is it deception if I tell them what I'm doing?
Hmm.
Well, they take offense anyway. Fuck
Yeah,
it. Going with the
yeah.
maleness.
If you're really a male, then it's really not your right to go dress, disguising yourself as a woman. That's very inappropriate. So, all right. Anyways, here's their cool mounts. There's some down on the ground on dinosaurs. There's a lady over here. She's walking her pet elephant. They all look super badass, like they could just whoop some ass. Like they're gonna shoot you guys with their composite longbows from 600 feet in the air. Like you got no chance.
Wait, hold on. I'll put my hands up and say, the men are with us. And I'll gesture to the women walking in the party and said, we came seeking an audience with the Griffin tribe.
A rather young woman says, well, then you are in luck, for I am the matron of the Griffin tribe. We hunt the vicious giraffe. Have you seen one?
Is it multicolored?
We've seen a giraffe
We've seen a few, yeah.
as part of a unholy abomination once.
Oh, well.
There was also a giraffe that was running around Mitros for a while.
The sun is high. Come, there are some ruins nearby. We can talk in the shade. And then they take you to these ruins. These ruins remind you a lot of some of the structures that you grew up in and around in the Old Wood. This is an aforementioned acacia tree. There you go.
As we arrive, I'll comment that this reminds me of the Old Wood.
Ah, you are from the Old Wood then?
Yes, I'm Maya of the Old Wood.
Maya of the Old Wood. And she will roll a fame check. Ah, yes, I have heard of you. You are the heroes of prophecy.
Mm.
What has brought you to Themis?
Well,
Surely you don't intend to find Sidon here. His maleness is not welcome. This land belongs to Lutheria and our queen.
well, I do have a something I do want to speak with you, the Griffin tribe about, and it has to do with the queen and a shocking, probably something the queen that is not so truthful that I would like to explain and have you hear me out.
Okay.
I don't know if you've heard rumors of how the queen has acted differently ever since her daughter died, was killed.
Okay. They all kind of stare at you and nod.
Mm-hmm. Well, part of that is because she's not actually queen. Where's my notes? Hold on, I gotta open my notes. Hold on 1 second. I had this name here. She's no longer Queen Thylea, but actually her sister, not Sura, who killed her that night, and as well as tried to kill her daughter, Darian. Her daughter Darian is still alive and has come back to Themis in order to reclaim the throne, or at least set Themis free of this deceptive leader. We're going through each tribe and letting them know about our plans.
They kind of look at each other, and then their leader, who has introduced themselves as Harmonia, looks back at you and says, "It is true, the queen has acted strangely since the death of her daughter. Grief has a way of doing that. Some have sought to challenge her, to take back Themis and return it to the old ways. Freedom of religion, and freedom to choose how your males are treated. And more war." They all grunt. "It has been long since we raided the Indigo Islands. I have heard that in the last 20 years they have grown fat with resources. But none have had the courage to challenge her, for they know that she is a sorceress of some sort, has powerful magic, and even if you thought that you could take her in a fight, if a suitable challenger that threatens her, she would just ask Yala to champion her. As long as Yala stands with the queen, it will be very hard to go against her, or to find any willing to do so. Yala, more than the queen, more than any matron, personifies the perfection of Amazon culture, everything that we strive for. Strength, beauty, and no hidden desires for more than the simple life of strength and honor. You bring us these tales, and we would love to believe them. But even if they are true, we are but one tribe among many, and the tribes have become isolated. They are self-interested. It has been too long since we hunted together, too long since we made war on our neighbors as one unified nation.
We have. I have spoken with the leaders of the Eagle, the leaders of the. Where is it?
You have spoken with Hatria, who failed us in the Great Games.
Yes, I have.
I had heard she was locked away for her treachery. She spoke out openly against the Queen. It is easy then to say that she is on your side and you have spoken with her. But have you? Truly?
Yes. We came to speak with you, but I guess now that I'm looking about it, we probably should have brought them too. Yes, we have. There's Hatria. We've spoken with Calliope as well. Not Calliope. Kaleme. And
The war criminal. She represents a banished tribe. So you have spoken with two criminals.
Two criminals from the eyes of who? The Queen?
The eyes of the Queen are the eyes of Themis. And you can see that the Amazons with her look sad about this fact and uncomfortable.
And if those eyes are leading you and turning your eyes away from what is the truth, the actual true strength of Themis, you would still follow them?
Hmm. Tell the rest of your story. Who is this? Who is this missing daughter of the queen? Where is the Princess Darien? I suppose she is in the same place that you found Hatria.
Oh, well, the missing princess is me. I was
There are
spirited away.
a couple of gasps and mostly guffaws of disbelief.
Go ahead. When when my mother was killed, people that helped kill her were cursed, and for some reason that curse transferred to me. I don't know if it was a mark, maybe some way of making sure that I could be found again. And she'll go ahead and remove her masks.
And as you do, Moxena will kind of reveal herself, and they will all kind of reach for weapons, and some will avert their gaze, some will shield their eyes.
Mhm. Yes.
Harmonia, who knows, they have a good Constitution score. Keeps looking at you,
Mhm.
and says, I was too
And-
young to know you. But I recognize, even through the curse, Moxena, who vanished the night of the attack. Some say it was you who killed Princess Darien. And Moxena says, and I was supposed to. But my heart would not allow it. I took the baby princess and I fled. I raised her for a time before leaving her with the druids of the Old Wood, your ancestors. She found her way back to me, for such is the ways of destiny and fate. And now we have returned to put right what went wrong and restore the bloodline. Do you need more proof? Then behold, the favored slave of the true queen. Where has Androcles been all these years? And there is a gasp amongst the Griffin Amazons. It was said that he died in the attack. Yes? And they all kind of are murmuring amongst themselves. But he is not dead. He stands before you, liberated from the Fang, the secret prison to the south, where the queen, or should I say queens, for there are two impostors that share the throne, my own sisters, lock away those who would stand against them. And then this one in the back says, then why is he still alive? Why keep him alive at all? He is a worthless male, and a liability to their lies and story. It seems a fool's errand to leave such a loose end dangling, to be snagged and pulled. And they all kind of nod. And then everybody looks back at Maya.
Mhm.
Indeed, it is strange. Perhaps it's hard to know.
That's one thing we need to find out.
Okay, I guess give me a deception with advantage because of Nim trying to help.
All right, I'm definitely gonna use this Faxpiration on this. Hold on. Deception. Where's deception?
I'm gonna
I've
boot
never
you
even-
for guidance, but
Uh,
it's for so you
Deception.
can roll really well on your persuasion,
Deception, and then it's a D8, right?
Hmm. Okay. They kind of murmur. What indeed? And then Moxena looks at you, and she nods, and she says, it is known that Androcles was a powerful mage. And it is also known by those who study the craft that to kill a wizard is to invite their death curse. Perhaps that is why he was kept alive. And she looks to Androcles, and stoically, he just shrugs. Maya, you know he's nervous as hell. He's really trying. He really hopes they don't see through his deception.
Mhm.
Everyone else, like, holy shit, there's a wizard curse? What? Yeah. All right. They seem to be considering your words. And then Harmonia says, this is troubling news. What will you do? Will you challenge for the throne? Will you face her champion Yala? Does Yala know the truth? Is she complicit in this?
Well, it is believed that her mother, Luthira, was the one that set this all up, seeded the ideas,
Oh, there's some murmurs amongst everyone.
and that's probably why she now has her worship here on Themis.
This woman, she shouts at you and says, you shut your mouth! Yala was a worthy and great Amazon. Long before Lutheria took this island. Yala grew up amongst the Amazons. Yala is one of us.
Well, I hope to give her a chance to prove it.
She is a woman of great honor. She would never be complicit to something like this. And then she spits at you. And when she does that, you see Moxena reaching for her bow.
I put a hand up to stop Moxena.
Okay. All right. Harmonious kind of puts up a hand and says, it sounds to me like you have not spoken with Yala.
No.
She is powerful. A living weapon. If she is in the Queen's service, we must know.
Mm-hmm.
If you can bring to us evidence, one way or the other, that Yala either is complicit in the false Queen's lies, or that she has been made aware of the truth, we will consider backing your bid for the throne. Your mother, your true mother, was one of the greatest rulers in the history of our nation. If you are even 1/10 of the woman that she was, Themis will be in good hands. And then this lady back here says, let's not get ahead of ourselves. If the queen is false, then she should be put down. If there are two false queens, then both should die. But there is no reason to put this stranger, who has not grown up in our lands, on the throne, unless she can prove herself. And then Harmonia kind of raises a hand again to silence her peeps, and she looks to you guys.
And then just rolls their eyes, looks over at Maya.
Mhm. Well, I hope my actions will speak better for myself than my words.
Harmonia says, words are wind. Might and strength
cunning, leading by example. This will win you the heart of Themis.
And that is why I came to you. And I'm planning to go to the other tribes as well.
Do you plan an insurrection? Do you plan a civil war?
If it comes to that, hopefully no.
Then have you spoken with the hyenas?
I plan to.
They are deadly and insane. But if you do not know whose side they will choose, that is a very dangerous unknown to move forward with, looming in the shadows. And then one of them says, there is nothing to worry about with the hyenas. They have given up all that is their womanhood. They are as beasts in the sway of the Mirthless One. They are lost to us. And there is nothing to fear as long as you stay out of their desert. And Harmonia looks at her like, bitch, you talking to me like this in front of the company? And then she says, while that might be true, I would not want to face them on the battlefield if I can fight beside them instead.
They are still Amazons of Themis. So I will speak to them. At least see where they stand.
Okay. She says, return here to these ruins. Light a fire when you want to meet again. We will see it, and we will come. Do not return until you have news of Yala and the hyena tribe's involvement. Then the griffin tribe will decide. We will use discretion of this meeting.
I thank you for that. And we will return with after we completing our tasks. Let me I guess before we go looking around, is there any like signs of like Thylea worship around this tribe in this ruin or anything like that?
Oh yeah, there's definitely iconography of an earlier age when Thylea was worshipped. And I mean, look, I mean, there's a giant ass tree here, and they
Yeah.
built
Oh,
a
yeah,
temple. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Mhm. Okay. I guess while we're having this meeting, and after the meeting ends, and before we leave, I'll just go and take a look at like the ruins and the large tree, and kind of ask them if any of them still worship the mother tree.
Yeah. So seeing you doing this, Harmonia stands beside you and says, our tribe used to be renowned for their griffin mounts and our ability to commune with beast, and some to assume the form of beast. Such traditions have faded over time. And now the worship of even Thylea is prohibited by the queen. And you look, and they don't have any griffins with them. They only have these hippogriffs.
Mm. What happened to the griffins of the Griffin tribe?
They were called away by the Stormlord.
For what purpose? And why would the Queen of Themis give away order the giving away of pride of a whole Amazon's tribe to the Stormlord.
The griffins were his creation, and his to claim. He apparently has a great battle. A battle that we, I believe, will be called to fight in.
Oh, you've heard of the Heroes of Prophecy, and you know where we stand. And I know that you said that you miss the thrill and enjoyment of war. Raiding another island. Well, that battle that he seems to be preparing for, I think it's coming ahead soon. And we're hoping to stop it.
You would stop a war before it happens?
That's the hope. Sometimes you need battle to stop a war, though. So we definitely will need allies for that.
If you are strong enough to fight Sidon, why do you not just go to the Queen and take what is yours? How could you fear a single woman when you walk a path against God?
As that single woman has command over many of the
That's
lives
the
of
thing.
Themis.
She wants to give you all the choice. She doesn't want to force her will upon you, even if it is fully within her right. This is her benevolence as the future ruler of Themis.
It has been a long time since the tribes were free to choose queen. Were you to give such a choice to this nation, I can think of no greater gift. A chance to start something new, free from the shadows of the past and its corruptions.
That is my plan. Is to give Themis the choice, the ability to choose. Hopefully, with my actions, they choose something that I also agree with. That my mother would probably agree with.
This lady right here says, well, whoever takes over, I hope we're allowed to keep men into their 20s and 30s. Feel like kind of gross, always having to hook up with these young men. I like a beard on my man. And a lot of them chuckle and pantomime beards and potbellies.
Sibo slip away.
Andronicus looks at Pythora.
Pythor
Jeez.
nods. Pythor nods and says, Dad bod, it's always in.
Sibo stands up a little taller.
Well, hopefully, you'll be able to keep your men for as long as they live. Rather than hopefully they don't. Rather not have men just be killed out like that. But I guess that is up to Themis to choose.
All right, you've given them much to think about. Do you have anything else that you want to ask of them, or?
I guess we're good. We have what they what they need to their requirements for considering joining us. So I guess the next step is to go talk to the other tribes as well as the hyena and see if we can find a way to meet Yala. Well,
Sounds good.
All right. I'll take you guys back to the wider world so you could look at the map of Themis and figure out your next move.
I imagine Yala might be with the queen, no?
I don't know. From what she said, it seemed like she likes to live the simpler life.
So if the queen's at the palace, it's a good bet the Yala's not there.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yala was part of the
Themis representation at the Great Games. Perhaps you could ask
Well, no,
Hatria where she spends her time.
Yeah, Hatra would probably know, and I think she's part of the Basilisk, the Hydra tribe, isn't she?
Yeah. Oh well, actually,
That's the queen. That's the queen's tribe.
whichever's the strongest tribe is probably which one's Yala's in.
Okay, we could probably Hatra would probably know. So if she's still on the boat, I don't know if she went back to her eagle tribe. I'm not sure what she did. Honestly, if we could meet up with them, I would rather have her travel with me when I'm going to speak to all these other tribe members, if she can. She's supposed to be inside of the Fang, so I know she's been missing, but she would probably want to go back to her tribe and let them know that it's okay.
If there's a chance to become a queen coming around, she might be sticking around.
Mm-hmm. So I guess that's the question. Where is Hatria? Did she stick around, or did she head back to her tribe?
Oh, she went back to her tribe to get ready to, do this thing.
Okay.
Maybe
Right.
Clemene, one of her spies, knows where Yala is. Perhaps you could ask Arethusa.
Yeah, I guess we would, after speaking to the Griffin, again travel back to the Kraken or the rebels and see if they know where Yala is. So now the only people we have left are Rhino and Hyena and Yala.
All right, so you guys walk back. So this is like another day, and then you head back to the ship, and then you go to speak with the Kraken tribe and try to figure out where Yala would be nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Because we know the hyenas are in their desert, so we can always go there. But I guess the question is, where is Yala?
We could ask. We should ask Arethusa first.
Is Arethusa with us?
She could be, or she would have. I mean, she would have stayed with the rebels unless you guys asked her to come with you.
Oh yeah, that works too.
Yeah.
So it's really up to you guys, like who you're bringing and all that. But every time you forget someone and you go back for someone, these people are always on the move. So it's not like you could just call them up on the phone and have them meet you somewhere.
So
I guess you could if you had sending spells, but
if Arethusa was able to stay with us, we could have had her stay as a part of the Kraken tribe that's just hanging out with us as we going around doing this.
Mm-hmm.
And then I guess we would ask her, where does she think Yala would probably be around?
Let's see. She says, Yala likes to fight. So probably Kalendos, the arena, or out and about hunting great and mighty beasts.
Mm. So we probably she should probably be at the arena again. Oh man.
Well, there is a chance that she is at the military base. It's not so much a base. There is a central camp the tribe of the Rhino maintain near the palace. There is a chance that Yala is there as well, training and overseeing the forces.
There is apparently some preparations for a great war going on.
Everyone seems to say.
Okay. We wanted to speak to the rhino too, but they are very, very much what you call it
Loyal to the queen.
yeah, loyal to the queen. So it'd be very dangerous going there.
Yeah, it seems like
Okay.
Kalendos, Rhino, or Hyenas would be our best bet.
Yeah. Yeah.
In terms of where to go
Okay.
next.
Should we go from bottom up? So do the hyenas, because that way we'll have, even if things go if things get kicked off because we get spotted at the rhino, then at least we've already talked to the hyenas and already been we already have everyone else that we can talk to first. Because it's not like if we go to the hyenas, they're not gonna go and tell the queen. Whereas if we go to the rhino, they might go ahead and just tell the queen.
Yeah, what do we know about this mirthless one that all the hyenas seem to be following?
I believe in your 400 weeks ago, when you arrived in Themis IRL, the dossier was that the Mirthless One was a legendary or a beast of legend. It resembles, or at one time may have been, a hyena. But it has had some sort of corrupting influence on the Amazons.
Are you thinking? Okay.
The Amazons like hyenas. Hyenas are a matriarchal species. Yeah. Without going into too many details, look it up. There's a lot of amazing videos. Zefrank, definitely if you're going for animal videos, look up Zefrank hyenas.
You might want to keep safe search on though.
So I'm thinking OOC. If it turns out like the hyenas are like this mirthless one, or is a corruption, and it's also a beast, a beast with a spark, then I wonder if you go there, find out what's going on. I mean, it all depends on what is actually going on. But if it turns out to be a thing to defeat it, and then hopefully that would make them less aggressive. I mean, that might be a good thing. I guess the thing is to find out. Go to the hyena, find out more about this mirthless one, see if they are being corrupted by some crazy beast, or if it's they're just following it.
Sounds dangerous.
That does sound dangerous, but this is also very if they are being corrupted by some beast, I would definitely want to free them from that.
Now that you've explained what we heard in the debrief that I definitely am not hearing for the first time, I'd say it might be worth it.
As well as it might be another spark we can give to one of the 5 to get them ready.
It sounds right up Pythora's alley as well.
Unless this beast is
Pythora, you mean?
That's what I said.
So Pythora, if this turns out that, would you be willing to fight a ravenous corrupting hyena beast?
Yeah, I mean, I could fight that. Yeah, I don't see why not.
Well, hopefully we don't have. We'll need to find out if we need to fight it first, because.
Wait, whoa! Why wouldn't we fight it?
Well, I don't know if it's actually a evil corrupting beast yet.
Yeah, but it's got a delicious divine spark in it. I mean, who cares?
It's kind of got a point there. Could go a long way in helping us out.
It all depends. We need to see contracts. We want to be better.
What was the standard protocol for previous Dragonlords with twisted hyena beasts?
Well, it depends on. I mean, that's what the legends are, is a twisted hyena beast. I don't know what it actually is. We won't know until we find it.
Him salutes.
It's like us saying that we will go and kill the golden ram just because it has a spark. I wouldn't be into agreement with that.
It's just gonna be a waste, The wool grows back.
All right, so I guess head to. I guess next step is if Hatchery is if instead of going back to the Kraken tribe, going from here just to go down to the Hyenas Desert to see if we can see what's going on there.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of going back to Kraken and Rebels, since we have Arathus is with us, we just go down to the Hyena tribe.
All right, so you're gonna sail around. Whee! All right. Okay. Who are you bringing on this mission? Same
Oh,
peeps.
jeez.
With the
Maybe
Hyena.
swap out Brianna.
Yeah, swap out Brianna. Yeah.
Or I take Brianna out and put in. Probably Kyra, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, probably Kara would probably be the best bet if it's gonna be combat.
Maybe maybe bringing like Hermina or Falana for the anti-charm could be good, but assuming it might could be like a mind controlled. I think we'll stick with Kyra.
Yeah. So drop in Brianna and bring Kyra. Okay.
All right. Let's see. All right. So other day passes. You guys would have been well rested and had a long rest, and then you would be rolling up here and trying to locate the Hyena tribe.
Jeez.
Okay. This is the order you have chosen for yourselves.
I picture
We're gonna
walking
be-
into like you're in like Simba's territory and it's all nice, and then we're going to the Hyena tribe and it's like you're going down into the bone area.
I
There's
mean,
a
it kind of
whole-
had, yeah.
There's a whole musical number and everything as we're walking down.
So that big swath of land where they're like monsters and dinosaurs, they're just running wild. That used to be the territory of the lion tribe,
Yep.
but it's been reclaimed by monsters.
That person on the throne is kind of like Scar. Nimble mutter, you know.
So, Kyra and Brianna, high five as Kyra steps up to the B team. She looks up at Pythora and says, "Have we met?" Pythora says, and then Kyra says, "I know, it's fine." All right. So, you guys head into Le Deserts.
Okay, so everybody's got their potions, right? We're all ready. We're ready to.
Yeah,
bullied.
so not only do you have your potions, you also each of you have one basic potion from Maya
Okay.
that refills on a long rest. So please put that on your sheet.
All right. Just want us to make sure we're prepared. We're leaving the boat.
So wait, so who's got? We have that in treasure, right?
Yep.
We so last time I think it was everybody had one greater and Andronikos had two.
Well, it was this time it's Nim, Maya, and Andronicus have a greater. Julian, Sibo, and Andronicus have a superior.
Yeah.
And then everyone has a basic except for Maya, I guess, because they're from Maya.
Yeah. Yeah. So right now I'm only carrying one greater.
The dragon drop thing is.
Now what spells should I bring for this?
I don't even know. Sort of corrupting hyena. Is the maybe I need to reload. Is the drag and drop feature like quick insert working for anybody? It's letting me look stuff up, but not letting me drag it to my sheet.
That's
might just-
weird.
I might just have to
I
pop a
added the
restart
potions
here.
last week, so I don't know.
Just let me do it,
Oh, okay, alright. See if I reload if it'll work.
and then
And then?
We lost Julian.
And then?
Oh my god, the cliffhanger.
It rejected it. I think
Oh, okay,
it
okay.
didn't help that I had my sheet locked too.
Okay.
Maybe I should bring Moonbeam. I help with shape changers. I don't know.
Okay, you know what? Okay, I think for some reason it keeps showing up like the macro, not the actual potion. But whenever I found the actual item,
Yeah,
it
I
showed
can never
up.
find actual potions of healing. Like I can
Oh,
find the
that's
other
weird.
ones, but
You gotta
yeah,
be
I
really
only
specific.
get the macro.
You gotta be really specific. I found the greater.
Yeah, in the 2 years, God, has it been 2 years already of having Foundry? I've created a lot of compendiums, but not gotten rid of any of them. So I'm like, this new compendium is gonna be the best one ever. But then I don't get rid of the old ones. So then you go to look for like just a fucking longbow, and there's like 16 longbows. That's on me. That's on me. I gotta get that sorted out.
It's
So.
gonna when you upgrade to 10, it's gonna force you to get rid of the old ones.
Oh
Oh
wow.
no!
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, how will I choose which fireball?
Yeah.
Alright.
Like a lot of my old compendiums, I had to, make a
Well,
new
let me-
compendium and drag them over.
Wow. Let me add that to the list of things I'll have to do when I
Yeah.
switch over. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, if
I will
you-
bring you over to Le Desert map. Bloop.
Nice. Alright. If you're really specific when you type in Potion of Superior, you can scroll through and there should be some of the item ones. Whoa, there's some really detailed birds.
Birds? Oh.
They were on
Oh,
the
yeah,
the
flying.
ambiance.
Oh man, they're huge.
Yeah.
They're close to the camera, but they all are also very big. So, but watch out.
We're talking about Nessa. Oh no.
You don't want the razor taloned skeletal vulture of the desert.
God damn
very
it!
bad.
This
Very
is
bad.
the same fucking map.
Listen, there's only so many quality maps out there, and it's not my fault you play so much D&D.
Get some help.
I'm not gonna make a new desert map when Sapiku already made 15 variations of this one. So
This is a very nice map.
yeah.
You paid $75 for this one because they released it 8 times.
Hey! They are good friends, and we're not gonna talk about their business practices. But God, it really hurts sometimes when they do that.
I admire the workflow, no shade, no shade. On the grind. Alright, the game is
The game is not paused.
Oh, what? Oh, what the heck?
Here, I'll pause it
Oh.
and unpause it if that helps.
It was
All
like
right.
personally paused for Nim.
Okay.
I've got my conga line, alright. Nim will follow my...
All right, so you are trudging through the desert, and you come to these canyons, and the walls are a minimum 50 feet high. You can see past them because it's a beautiful map, and I didn't want you to not be able to see it. But you can't see all the way past them because I did want you to see everything.
I'll as we're walking around, I want to keep an eye out, knowing that these the very just seems like a very good ambush spot.
Mm-hmm. It sure is.
Oh boy. What's our marching order here?
Do you think if we should put on pass without trace just in case?
It might be a good idea. We do have Nessa here, but can't keep everything away.
Right. I'll go ahead and.
Probably be for the best if we sight them first before they see us.
Mhm. Okay, so I'll go ahead and draw on pass without trace. Here it is. You know what? I should probably set this up to be like a aura, like my aura vitality. It just turns on when I turn it on.
This might be the wrong character for.
For what?
It's Ketos. It's not Sivo.
Oh, what? Where? Hold on. Oh, my bad. Why do we
Yeah.
even have those guys anymore?
What? You can't get rid of ketos?
There we go. All right.
He's
Sorry.
Yeah,
Fine.
I wasn't even
Here.
paying
I got
attention.
him. I got you.
Oh, wow, you got the whole
Very-
cast in there. You got the
Oh,
SIBO-verse.
The SIBO-verse. Enter the
Jeez.
SIBO-verse.
Yeah. Yeah, the one that looks like a
Oh.
pig. The detective.
All right.
Oh yeah.
I just washed my hands. That's why it's wet. No other reason.
I'm just, if you guys are waiting for Nim to lead
You
the
want
way
to talk
on it,
about
it's not gonna
perfect
happen.
casting. Talk about perfect casting. Oh man, Peter Porker, good stuff. All right, Maya, your perception is such, and you did bring Nessa with you, that you realize that there are what looks like places in the sand where something might be buried, and you might slip and fall.
jeez.
Yeah.
All right, I'll let everybody know.
Okay.
In the sand. Oh, it's all the sand, Maya.
All right, you want me to kind of mark them where they are?
No,
Yeah.
Nim wouldn't think that far ahead. They're just complaining.
All right. So there's one. And there's one. And there's one.
All of this, it's so familiar. I don't know
course.
why.
Listen.
It's so coarse. It
It's
gets
like
everywhere.
I've been here in a dream, a previous life, perhaps.
I'll say people watch your step, and then I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and take like see if I can find like a
Have you been out to the American Southwest? It all looks the same. Come on now. We could use the spat.
No, that's
is this
good.
is this
Yeah,
a
that's
is this a
good.
face? There's eyes and a nose and a beak here.
You see faces everywhere. But no, this is disturbed sand that only Maya can see with
All
their
around you.
Nim begins to
Familiar
wander.
face.
Okay. Say wait a second. Watch your step. It looks like there's a trap there and there.
Yeah. Nessa says, "Yeah, man, there's some creepy monsters that want to eat us, but I'm telling them to just kind of chill and vibe it out. They're saying it's real hard to get anything to eat because the hyenas they overhunt the area. Could maybe one of us just walk into their sand trap?"
I don't think that's a good idea.
Nose goes. Who's the slowest to touch their nose?
Steve-O's not paying attention.
It's into the pit. Won't say she ate them for long, but
Watch your step, guys. There's one right here.
oh no, Nessa. All right, Nessa, we're gonna have to take a route here. Oh jeez, she's getting
You
close.
triggered their trap. No,
No,
she's,
no.
she's on the B team. She's on the B team. It's all right.
All right, we're maneuvering around. There you go. Get the conga line of.
Man, your curiosity isn't just like, oh, I have to know.
No.
I mean, I was about to throw a rock at it, but I thought better of myself.
I'm sure it's horrifying. I'm picturing Sarlacc.
Hmm. Too bad we didn't bring Chandras and Zamrox. We can ask him about which direction we should go.
Corinna's
Things
pretty
like
good
a
at
labyrinth.
tracking these things, isn't she?
Do you see any signs of the hyena tribe here, Corinna?
Corinna is looking around at the sand and up at the sky and at the birds, kind of squinting in the sun and the sand, kind of blasting everybody in the face. And she kind of closes her eyes. She tries to do a search check, wondering if Maya has already done an active search check and is just asking her to do it to kind of test her skills. Oh man, I'm grabbing all the wrong. I gotta go in here and fire some of these old actors. Let's see. There we go.
Finger guns Corinna and give her a bardic inspiration.
Oh shit. Okay. She's gonna impress the future queen here. Hold on.
She can roll her own.
Oh. She did not do so great. She cannot see or hear anything different than what you have already kind of pointed out to everyone.
You must be very good at covering their tracks.
Okay.
Can I
You see
specifically
there's
look
a
for
very
traps?
large thing over here.
God.
Very large swirly pit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, definitely not there then. There's a very large trap over there. Wonder what type of creature lives in this desert that would lay traps like this.
You hear Maya carried on the desert wind. Sort of a very sad sort of
Oh, you cut out for me. Sad
yeah,
sort of what?
sort of a sad mooing sound. It sort of reminds you of
Julian. Oh,
behemoth sounds that you heard on Fire Island, like behemoths that were dying and being eaten.
Careful, I hear something up ahead. Sounds like animal is has been caught. Should I peek around this corner? Oh, it's from up. Where do I hear it from? Up north?
It's hard to say. You just kind of heard it carried on the wind, but maybe the
Alright.
north.
I'll do an active to try and listen out for it.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely more of a north direction.
Okay.
You think you hear the cry cut off with sort of a guttural choke.
I think the creatures has been slain. You should be careful. There might be people up ahead.
Gotta try and move stealthily.
Probably now that we heard something, probably move up a little bit more stealthily. Or
Exactly. Oh, jeez.
oh man, I haven't heard that noise in a while.
Yeah, that's horrifying. Brings back repressed paradise memories. That cave, man. Oh, God. So many monks lost.
Guess we'll try down here. It's pretty tight here, so be careful.
Nim telephones the orders backwards.
It's pretty careful here. Be tight.
Something about tightness up ahead.
We're playing telephone right now. Oh, I see.
Oh, God.
Oh my goodness, that thing is huge.
All I hear is moos.
So, as you kind of turn this sort of natural kind of alleyway, as it were, you look across a large open expanse and into an even larger one, which seems to have the bones of some ancient behemoth. There are 3 quite dead, quite gutted mace-tail behemoths, and there are what look like hyena or jackal-headed women, and they are feasting upon the still living, mostly dying forms of these mace-tail behemoths. A large creature, some sort of reptilian, porcupine, scorpion, hyena hybrid. Its body massively muscled. Its tail long, spiny, and ending in a scorpion-like stinger. Its back and neck a mane of quills. And its wild, thoughtless eyes seeing everything and nothing as its powerful jaws tear bone and flesh from the dying mace tails, devouring it.
Looking at this thing and after seeing the work of Luthor so often now, does this look like something that Luthor would have made?
I'm gonna put the odds at 100%.
Okay.
Oh, not even plausible deniability there.
All right. I explained that to everybody, so I think we have another. I think we have a beast to slay.
Oh, jeez.
I don't know. This thing's kind of. There's a lot of them too. Julian, I think this might be a good chance for that fireball, but I don't know. They might. I don't know. They live in a desert. I don't know if a fire will do something to them.
Should we at least try to talk to them first, being better?
I think so, but...
Nims is gonna poke you and cast tongues on you.
Oh, very nice.
She's casting tongues on. They're casting tongues on Maya, or
You know what? They'll upcast it and go you and Maya.
okay.
Let's see. Oh, I can't upcast it. Never mind. That's 2/3 levels.
Yeah. Well,
It's gonna have to be Maya, because they're not gonna respond well to a man.
Yeah, we'll give
There's
it to
a lot
Maya.
of debate about tongues in general. It's one of those like illusion spells. It's only as useful as your DM makes it, kind of thing. In this campaign, you very rarely encountered anything that didn't just speak the common tongue.
Nim wants to, he said he'd play
Yeah.
along with Maya,
Yeah.
If we're not gonna see his power,
A lot of-
gotta
that's-
talk to him.
There's a lot of them. All right. Okay. I'll turn back to everybody. You ready?
All right. So who gets the tongue spell?
Maya.
Okay, Maya. As soon as you have the tongue spell, as ironic as me just saying everything you've encountered so far speaks a common tongue. These creatures are actually apparently speaking a different language, because you went from hearing hyena sounds to hearing sisters, another hunt successful, another great feast, another great tribute to our queen, the mirthless one. And it's wild because the expressions this creature can have, pretty much you're looking at them in that picture. It just looks really stupid. Like, it's just so happy to be there. They're praising it, and it's just like, yay.
Aw. It's adorable.
It doesn't speak at all.
If Oren was here, we'd already adopt one of these.
It doesn't seem to speak. No, it just seems to kind of drool a lot and eat a lot.
Okay.
But the sounds that you guys are hearing, Maya is actually hearing as language.
I'll explain what I'm hearing from them. And
That's,
say thanks, Nim, but
That's encouraging, but
Yeah.
also a little horrifying.
I'm sure I'm not more worried how I'm struggling to see how we're gonna handle this, but okay. Let's see if we can speak to them.
Oh my god, I can see the scene now.
Yeah.
Jeez, man.
Julian's gonna stick close to Maya.
Oh, I opted for these very. Oh, that's so cute. Oh my god.
Unwholesome.
They're all- Yeah.
And you're
no,
killing it.
No, I opted
it's
for
killing it.
these very spooky looking hyena / jackal people. They have more of like an Egyptian I don't want to say Ardling, I don't want to trigger anybody, but they kind of have like a hyena jackal like head, but like a woman, just a humanoid woman's body. So these are not like full on like gnolls or something like that. They're just like, again, they have like human bodies, but they have animal heads.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, I'll in their language, I'll from this far away, I'll announce that we've come to speak. Say Mm-hmm. Okay, sisters of the hyena tribe have come to speak.
All right. Almost all of them turn to face you, including the mirthless one. And that's where we'll end it,
All
because
right.
we're right at time.
All right.
All right. Whoo.
Oh my goodness, that picture. What the heck?
It's cute.
That's kind of the vibes I was getting, you know, that
Mm-hmm.
dog head, and then
All right.
they've all got
let's
Air
see.
Julians on. Plot twist.
All right. Back to the wider world. Okay. Well done. Well done. So I'll move your You Are Here token. I gotta get you guys one of them Dragon Age bleed everywhere.
Can you give
You
the
Are Here
token?
tokens.
Make it a token. Give it some HP and make it bleeding.
Yeah, have you not seen that in effect?
No.
Oh, yeah, I have one. Hold on. Let's
Yeah, we
see.
talked about it in Curse of Strahd earlier.
Oh, did you guys have a Curse of Strahd or no?
Bleeder.
Oh no, that's Bleeder. That's a different thing. This is actually like inspired by Dragon Age thing. Hold on.
Oh, where
Oh,
your face is just fucking covered in blood.
yeah, hold on. I'll show you. I'll show you.
No, like when you move the You Are Here, there's a trail of blood that it leaves.
Yeah, hold on. I think I've got it still. You Are Here. There we go. I thought I had put them in all the games, but I guess not. Let's see. There we go. All right. Let's see. Okay. In Foundry 10, can you just drag files in, or do you still have to scout for them all the time?
What do you mean?
Like,
Like a tile?
back in earlier Foundry, you could drag things onto the choose file button, and it would just let you like drag them in, or do you actually have to go?
I haven't tried in a while. I think you should be able to still do that. I know you could do that when you're importing stuff, like importing like a macro, stuff like that.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but that also could be a difference between not so much Foundry. It could be a difference between Edge and Chrome.
Oh, I didn't think about that. Okay. All right. All right. Foundry VTT, You Are Here. Oh my God, it's killing me tonight.
We didn't end up back in the Fang.
There we go.
I thought we'd he'd load up another map and we'd just be back.
Why would that happen? Oh man.
We got to get rid of that Hydra.
It's a non-zero
Okay,
chance.
So anyways, I don't know if you played Dragon Age or not, but in Dragon Age, you had a little map marker for your party, and whenever you would go somewhere, it would just start bleeding all over the map as you traveled from like one place to another. It would just constantly leave like a trail of blood. And then yeah. And then if you got in a fight, it would just be like sword sounds and blood squirting sounds and stuff. Such an edgy game, so cool. Yeah. So there, I made this to kind of simulate that effect. Yeah, but it doesn't work very good because I have to keep hitting the squirt button every time I move it.
I think there's a setting for Splat that allows you to have blood trails outside of combat, and so I think you can turn that on. And then whenever you drag them, if they're like at 50% HP, it should just
yeah. So then you have a fight and it's like squirt like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyways, that's the actor. So now you've seen it. All right.
Perfect.
So quick announcements. All right. Well, I was gonna run a game on Tuesday, but like only 2 people contacted me, and I guess I don't know, Christmas and me trying to like get people to play a game with only like 2 days notice is kind of shitty. So we're not gonna play a game on Tuesday.
If I'd known you were gonna, if I didn't have the session -1, I would have signed up.
That's fine. So thinking maybe like the 13th. That might be kind of fun. I don't know. I guess I don't
Same here.
have to run every adventure that I publish, but it'd be fun to do that. So I don't know. But it's the Cropper's Adventure. Comes out tomorrow on Drive-Thru RPG. And it's partnered with Heroic Maps, so it has a really beautiful map that goes with it. Looks really good when you have it lit in Foundry with all the cool green fire and all sorts of other stuff. So you can pick up the bundle, or if you're on my Patreon, you just get the adventure for free. And then steep discount code, I think, for the map, and vice versa. If you're a Heroic Maps patron, you should be hearing about the adventure and then getting a discount code for the adventure. And I think the map for free, maybe? I don't know. I think so. I think it's a previously released map. I don't know how they're handling it. But yeah, so it's a cool adventure. I really love the Krampus. It's the third Krampus adventure I've written. It's the first one I've published. So yeah, that comes out tomorrow. We got Odyssey Prime tomorrow night, continuing their level 16 planeswalking stuff. And then Tuesday, nothing for me. I think Dom's running a session -1 for.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, Cyberpunk.
Man. To have people so excited for a game that you rolled -1. Oh,
No,
man.
the main reason is because it's a new system and no one knows the rules.
He doesn't want
We have like
five.
we have like 3 people who have no idea what the public
He
rules.
doesn't want
So
5 murder
Oh.
hobos showing up just sleeping in the streets.
Gotcha.
that too.
Okay.
He just
Then
wants
it's good that I
character
didn't-
ties and backstory.
It's good that I didn't sign up, because I would have just made my actual Cyberpunk 2077 character who can kill you with one punch. That's my build. One punch woman. She just punches you and you die. Yep.
I mean, you could. I mean, that's a possibility. Be a martial artist though.
Yeah. The NPCs scream at me, "This is a stealth mission. You've got to be stealthy." And I'm just like 37 dudes are dead. And it's good stuff.
That's a good one shot.
My biggest
It's-
regret of Pokemon being a good game is I haven't played any Cyberpunk in 2 weeks, so it's very sad. Wednesday, we've got more Monster Hunter. Thursday, Curse of Strahd Nightfall continues. I will say that of my 3 Curse of Strahd games, Curse of Strahd Classic is much further ahead than the other 2 groups. And I have a suspicion. That their access to magical healing and not having the injury system may be responsible for why they are further ahead than everyone else. But I'm not 100% convinced that that's what it is. So we'll have to figure that out. And then
the fact that they don't have their movement speed reduced by 10 twice.
now they did have a permanent death already, though. A permanent.
what?
Death. Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah.
They got a what?
A permanent death already in the.
Oh
classic.
yeah, you mentioned that.
Yeah. So they've
Hardcore.
got So they've got a so that's pretty cool. And then Friday there's nothing going on for me, and not even a vodcast with Dom, because I've got family coming from West Coast and birthday stuff and all sorts of those things are going on. No games are on Saturday, Sunday, Curse of Strahd Daybreak, and then Sunday night we're back here for more Mythic and diplomacy with these fine folks from the Hyena tribe.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, anybody have any announcements before we adjourn?
Nothing here.
Nothing here. Yeah.
Okay, great. Hope everybody has a safe and healthy week. Good luck with any holiday stuff that comes up, and we'll continue next week.
All right, thanks, stream.
All right. Thank you. Take care.